that we talk about the family. What was the position of that lawyer on this case?
Mr. John. Let's be. Can you please expatiate which particular lawyer are we talking about here?
Mubad lawyer I'm talking about. Maybe you are talking about the DSP case.
Yeah, so if you are talking about Mubad's lawyer now, yeah, and all the shenanigans and the book and bull story of the NIN, you want to say it's Mubad's lawyer that did it, Abi?
I'm not talking about the NIN. I'm talking about the
Hold on, please, because if you are saying I don't want us to justify what is not, what we are not too sure of, don't let us justify it. Do you understand?
Me, I'm not justifying it, Sam Jojo. I'm talking about procedure. I'm talking about what should have happened. Not procedure.
I don't think
Sam position of the lawyer. I'm talking about position of the lawyer in the case.
What should have been done properly. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Now,
Sam Jojo is saying what he thinks should have been done. Because that what should have been done means there is a standard written stuff how to do it. What things should have been done. So that is his opinion.
His opinion. So I don't even want to talk about the lawyer of the case. I just want to hear things on what Mrs. Aloba earlier, Karimot Aloba said regarding the NIN. And I was so disappointed when you are comparing American system with Nigerian system, which is very, very wrong. Superviber should have kind of like made that correction. You can't be using American system on how change of name, whatever is being done, than compared to the way it is being done in Nigeria. Now let me give for instance now, before when we started using ECOWAS passport, if you have any error in your ECOWAS passport, blah blah blah, stolen, missing, damaged, they won't fix you. They won't do a replacement of that passport in Lagos. Every other person will go to Abuja to go and do replacement, damage, whatever. And at the point when the database was so wild, you can do replacement, you can do stolen, you can do everything in Lagos. But when they first started, that was the way it was being run. Same thing as NIN. But for somebody, and we know the way it works in this country, if I want to make a change of my name now, I don't think the way Karimot is saying it is the way it's being run in Nigeria. Do you understand? You can just file an affidavit. Karimot is not talking about that. Karimot is talking about some certificates, blah, 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 and she was cooking everything together. And people are listening. And the problem of this thing is this. A lot of people cannot comprehend the truth from life. But just because they cannot think for themselves, when they see somebody speaking, they just jump on that bad wagon. That is true. Just because they believe that person is ahead of them because he or she is living out of the country. They believe that person is well exposed than them. Because whatsoever she said about the NIN was the way it's being done in this country. Madam, if you have done yours when it's maybe 2013, it might be different now. Same procedure. Do you understand? Let's say, for instance, when NIN first came out then, you were taking 2 fingers for biometric. Now, it might be 5 fingers or your thumb or your leg. They upgrade their system. Do you understand? So don't be using the old things and you are not in the system to compare. It is so wrong. Yeah, I'm coming. Yeah, it's future, you remove it. So it is so wrong when you are comparing.
Are we still debating about this here NIN or the...
Because I'm not is working for his pocket. And a lot of people jump on whatever cook and blue story she said. Do you understand? And I think you were here too. And you being in Nigeria should be able to kind of like, so America, you have to see Nigeria. Europe system, you have to see what you run on a paper. But when people just listen and just think it is right, it is where me I have my own problem. And that's why I'm still coming back to it. Whatsoever that she has said to Superviber, so right. And Superviber was even here to kind of like giving credit to her, she's 100% correct, 100% correct, and it is not so.
So you're paid. You're paid, right?
Because
I may not live in Nigeria. I also have an NIN. I have NIN, and that's the perfect way to go about it. I have NIN as a Nigerian. They told people abroad. They told to get our NIN, even though we are
Karimot, please hold
and our
on.
BVN.
Let me make it quick.
Yes.
Hold on now, Sabi Jojo, please. You see, well, when she mentioned America this thing that time, I think they used the social security number in America, yeah? I think it was expanded or somebody who actually said, oh, no, America, Nigeria, they don't use the same stuff. Hold on now. Take your sorrow. I want to understand. I want to go you understand. Now, someone said it that social security number of America, the NI in Nigeria, 1 year to 0. So since someone have already said that I don't need to come again, I'm just trying to correct what you just said. That Superviber was supposed to correct. And she that is talking, she already said it when she was talking that she has an NIN, which is for Nigeria. So probably she stays in the United States, she will have social security number as well. So do you understand that?
Because I have a bank account, I have NIN and I have BVN, and I don't have a duplicate one. I only have one. Okay?
So that only duplicate one, say,
Duplicate NIN. You cannot have duplicates. You can say NIN is a legal document. You cannot have multiple legal documents to your own name. For what reason? For what reason? I want to man legal documents that will fraudsters. I want fraudsters to man legal comment. You cannot have it. And if you want to go back to that, conversation, right? You want to go back to it. You cannot have it. You cannot even do a change of name without a legal document from the court backing it. Any change of name that any individual wants to do, there has to be a legal document from the court to back it up. Where is your legal document? Where is Wumi's legal document? You are paid. You are so paid. You want to debunk that fact. You want to debunk it so bad. The fact still remain that number one, you guys have Wumi have multiple NIN to her name. Number two, Wumi went to file a motion. Wumi went to file a motion without the consent of the rest of the Aloba family with Adura. He went to file a motion to take over property. You are now changing it. And what? Change it's for the process of the case. What process? What process? What process? Láti wo ló ní láti lọ máa bèrè ogún tí jáṣí wà lórí ẹ̀, ogún tí wọ́n ti sin, ogún tí gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ṣì ní interest. Bó ṣe wà dọ́là àìmọye property MKO. Mo ní interest nínú justice for Mohbad. Mo ní interest nínú justice for Mohbad. Sáré jọ́jọ́ ilé. Tí gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ṣì interest sí the whole world ṣì ń sọ̀rọ̀ ń pa ẹ̀ wá lọ ń kílẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. And if that is going to happen whatsoever, any circumstances, it has to involve all the Aloba. It has to involve all Aloba. Why are you going back to the NIN? We have talked about the NIN. It is done. We have talked about it.
Yeah, President is the moderator for today. So, President,
don't bring us back to NIN. Don't bring us back to NIN. Don't bring us back to NIN. Lawyer àwọn olè tó máa mú àwọn fraudsters tó máa ní mọ́tò
presidency sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ọ̀gá.
Because I know this thing will come to argument like this. That's why I didn't want him to go to NIN.
All right.
Let's go.
All right.
But Emma Bino, Sami Jojo, but Sami Jojo is just like responding to whatever conversation that is going on. Then Superviber is saying,
sorry.
Emma Bino, Mr.
You know, Sami Jojo, Sami Jojo. You know, careless. You know, when he's going to die NIN, I knew this will happen.
No, it's
that's
not
why I
going
was
to drop police. Sami Jojo says.
trying to.
Nobody drop babies. We should always understand that everybody has their own opinion to stuff, and everybody has their own opinion to everything. There is nobody that can, knowledge of Island. Abishe Island of knowledge or not. Knowledge of Island. Okay, let's do it this way.
Everybody, please, let's do it this way. Let's respect everybody's opinion. Sure, you understand? Because you have an opinion doesn't mean your opinion is fact. So let's respect everybody. Let's allow everybody. Sure, you understand, please. Don't let us be going back and forth. Come and argue. So anything to my year, please. Presidency, you are the moderator. Okay, the moderator, man, for this segment, you are the moderator. Are your own moderator? Your question is
Moderator,
Oh yeah, let's go. Now who is the next person now?
When somebody comes up and rub life onto people's face.
Sami Jojo, leave those things.
There is no lie anywhere. You cannot have multiple documents. To do what now? The same document. You have multiple documents. To do what now? To do what now? To do what?
Drop the two of them, I beg.
I'm not being supervised. I'm not being more presidency the moderator, but supervised is not good for somebody to be. Yeah, of course, I'm judging something. I'm not saying anything. Whatever you do, you can be talking just because you think that you have the mouth to talk, or you can talk and rubbish anybody. No, you cannot rubbish anybody. Whatever you don't have fact for, it's your opinion. Your opinion is your opinion, and you cannot, impose your opinion on somebody else. You might be that whatever you are saying might be right to you, and it might not be right to majority of everybody. It doesn't mean that you are right. It doesn't mean everybody else is wrong. Whatever that's their private life. Not everybody would bring their own documents to social media. Private, if such documents is being used to claim that property, if such documents is being used in Mohbad and Omowumi, they are one. They are married.
Thank you.
The property, whichever way you want to put it, belongs to you. Whichever way you want to push it, all of the documents are all of it.
There is no way we'll move to you without taking permission from Tunisco. That might so that won't be okay. 2 minutes. I beg Tunisco. Me, I know they did. I will go drop. Maximum 2-3 minutes. Tunisco is not there.
I will start protocol.
Okay. So arrest him. You can speak. Okay.
Why then drop me? Then drop Chopmmi. Why then drop me? Then drop Chopmmi.
Sorry, I don't know, please.
I was listening. I'm not attacking anybody, but I was just listening to some commentaries. And it seems many of us have forgotten the trajectory of events as at 6 months after September 2023. And the trajectory of events, okay, with this new light, evidences are coming up. So basically, I think it should be around October when the distribution company served notice to the court to drop the case, the late Mohbad for the court. And basically, because Mo had a lawyer, he had to respond quickly to that motion raised by the distribution company. So obviously, he had to do a quick substitution of the parties involved, right? And if you remember at that point, I think around October 2023, the lawyer also sent the notice to Mohbad's dad, because Mohbad's dad had accused him falsely, according to him, in public. So he had written a formal, strong legal letter to him for apology. So in that instance, do you think he will still be in the same sense of mind? I mean, being the same, have that sort of momentum to approach Mr. Aloba and say, oh, this distribution company that your son had an issue with, they want to drop the case against them, and I need you to come. Already there was a bit of animosity between the two parties. And also, he couldn't bring in, at that point, Wunmi and Mr. Aloba, because they were sworn enemies at that point. If we want to lie to ourselves, Mr. Aloba dragged Wunmi into the public ridicule, and there was bad blood between the two of them at that point. So at that point, you cannot make both of them to be same parties fighting another party, because it wouldn't work. The house divided would always fail. So the right thing the lawyer could do is find another representative within the Aloba family, which was Adura, which someone who still had a bit of cohesion with Wunmi, who they can work together and face the antagonist, which is the distribution company. So people saying Wunmi rushed in to go and substitute herself, you should think carefully. What will they do in their own shoes? Because I've heard so many people talk on this J4M, and I've seen so many people are bloody hypocrites. They say what they can't take, because they have the opportunity to throw up their voices and people to hear the rubbish that come out of their mouths. So we all know all this VDM. I was a great supporter of VDM in the past. There is this host on J4M that was a great fan of. Because of VDM, I stopped and followed that. Because I thought every day was like, if you have not insulted VDM today, that's what they were doing on our platform. But retrospectively now, I cannot see who VDM is. He's not the savior that Nigerians they think he is. He's just there to whitewash people to the highest bidder. And there's one thing I've noticed about the party or the other side. If you have evidence, go to the court. Don't come to social media. It's when you don't have any evidence, you don't have a case in court, that you quickly run to social media. If you have any solid grounds, go to the court and submit your prayers to the court. That's where you get justice. That's where you get answers to your prayers.
RSM, excuse me. I may have to not stop you, but pause for now. Anyone on the panel that has questions for him before his time is up, please.
I have a question. I want to talk something to wait. You know, let me talk to him.
He's my brother now.
Because he's your brother, let me talk.
Yeah,
that is why I said you should
ask your question so that
my question is that when there was a dispute in the family and the case needs to continue, just the way I said the other time, must it be Adura that will be put in for the case? Is it a must that it must be Adura or who?
Because the next person for Mohbad in terms of inheritance is actually Adura. If you look at it, I'm coming. Just say this thing here together. And if it has to be Adura, does it supposed to be the decision of the lawyer or decision of the family? Because it's not because family, because number one, if you were to even go with family law, the wife and child takes precedence before any other family member. Just because we do not respect the family in terms of women in our society, we always bring families when there's a matter of disease or probate. We tend to overlook the women and the children as just pawns within the family.
So you see that
hold on. Let me finish. I just want to clear that. That's why I said the wife and the child. Then the next person, yes. Wait. Even if you are going to our culture, generally as a Yoruba person, so the next person that could inherit more as Adria. And that's the person.
I'm talking about the decision to make, not the next person.
It's not the decision. He made the decision. And he would make, if you look, hold on. Even if you look at the case, it was not just Mo, it was not just Adura, Liam, and Ubi. They also put the estate. So the estate is the whole family, whoever becomes the estate of the family, of the deceased.
I want to respectfully just tell you for now, please just hold on for now. Mr. Atunji, please let's circle back to Adedoyin. If she has anything to say, if she doesn't, then we'll move to you.
Okay, so first of all, whatever you said is not right. And I'm going to give an explanation on that, okay? You said that...
There's time.
Hold on, please. You said that his brother is the next of kin. It depends, all right? So I will speak on that. And also, when it comes to the NIN, I also verified it was actually true. I made my verification. What BDM put out is actually true. I said yesterday that I wasn't going to speak on it until I do a verification, which I actually did. And it is true, but I will speak on that. So let me mute while you all speak, then I'll speak on that, okay? Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Atuji?
Just a quick question. I want to respond quickly.
I want to comment on Please.
Don't worry. Some back in.
I want to comment on what RM said. It's my turn, please.
So I'm Jojo, it's Tunji's turn. Please let him just speak, please.
It doesn't matter who, because this, whatever happens in such incident about Mohbad case, if it's like maybe a governor's son or something like that, although it's not something that they have predicted that is going to happen, I think even if the father is not the next of kin, I think the decision should come from the head of family. Like if Mohbad's father is a governor, I don't think the wife or any of his son will go ahead with any court case without his consent. So that's what I want to say.
Okay, does anyone have questions for Tunji? Do you have questions for Tunji? Anyone question for Tunji?
For Tunji and Adedoyin, because they mentioned next of kin.
Okay,
are they aware of who more before his demise had placed as his next of kin? Are they aware?
As long as I hear about kin, I don't think there's any next of kin to me.
No, like even if you're opening a bank account or if you're doing anything operating, you always ask.
Unless there's one you can put to us that.
Okay, go and verify. I won't say anything, but just go and find out who he knows.
Don't verify it to them. Let them. It's an assignment.
I said let them go and verify it. Go and verify it. Then nobody want to tell you something about next of kin. When you wait. I want to tell them something. I want to just put on that. When you nominate someone as next of kin, when anything comes legally, that the next of kin comes into priority, that's the person they turn to. They don't turn to the family because you made that decision. You didn't say family is my next of kin. You appointed that person to be your next of kin. In any case you're incapacitated, this person should make the right decisions. That's why you see in some cases when a wife is in labor, and they need to make any surgical procedure, they don't wait for the father. They ask for the husband. If the husband says that procedure must not go on, they can't do the procedure. If the father comes in and says, I want the procedure, the husband says, no, they can't go if the woman cannot say anything. So you people should not understand the power of next of kin. That's okay.
Thank you, Sammy Jojo. Please. Oh, your turn.
Can I go on now?
Yes, please ask your question or your submission.
Mr. Harris, you see here. Your brain will not spoil.
Mama, it's time I beg you.
Your brain will not spoil. Even with the way you have actually explained to the people, and some, which I believe we are actually not going to get the facts or get the fact on what you have said. You said about the NIN, about next of kin. And there is no way in Nigerian system, even if you are traveling from Ibadan to Osogbo, that you are entering a public transport. The way there is a place in that where you put number. There is a place where you say you put next of that number and the contact in case anything happens to you. It's also like your next of kin. Anybody that they can contact if they need anything, maybe anything happens. So you want to tell people now that whoever is speaking now that Adura cannot be the next of kin. If Adura is not Mohbad's next of kin, Chopmmi àbí Karimot no have a next of kin. That people don't want to accept the fact that Adura is Mohbad's brother.
Is it Mohbad that put him as next of kin?
Whoever put him, are you? Chopmmi mo fi síbẹ̀, ṣé ilẹ̀ fi síbẹ̀?
We just have to know. We want to know. That's only. We are not arguing.
No, calm down. Calm down. Listen to his question and respond.
You know why? There are some things that.
No, he asked a question. He said, is it Mohbad that put him as next of kin? Now, did you say anything about Adura being next of kin?
No.
Just sit down and clear it. That's all. No.
If he is saying, is it Mohbad that put at me? My own thing is, it's sort of only to be. It's a lot to me. So, if I say, is it Mohbad that
Sammy Jojo, please, listen to presidents. Just calm down.
There are some people, there is nothing on earth you will say. They will do
Sammy Jojo, I'm not fighting with you. I put it as I put is it. It's a question. It's not a.
It's an armless question. Just calm down.
My own food is an armless answer. It's very armless. Okay, armless answer.
Sammy Jojo, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ti sú mi wákàtí náà.
Kò tiẹ̀ fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ púpọ̀ jù. Ó tiẹ̀ ní ìkọ̀kọ̀ tí mo fẹ́ sọ. Bọ̀ Karimot ni mo fẹ́ béèrè question yẹn lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Karimot mo fẹ́ béèrè question yẹn lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ kò dẹ̀ ní dá mi lóhùn.
When is our turn? You answer me.
When is our turn? She will answer me. But either she answers or she doesn't answer.
Please, this is for our moderator. God bless you. A very, very good moderator.
So,
are you okay, Shogun? Sammy Jojo, are you done? Sammy.
I think it's our turn to use it. Maybe someone said,
okay, just give me 30 seconds to do small beer parlor. I remember the time those days, Superviber used to do cool, Mr. Cool. I just confused.
I'll go okay. It's okay so that I live go we work and we go sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́wọ́.
Ọ̀rọ̀ tí kò máa dàbí sọ̀kúsọ bí pé mo kàn fẹ́ jà ní pé bóyá mo kàn máa fẹ́ dá nǹkan lẹ̀ wà láìsàláì mo kọ́ lọ́n ṣẹlẹ̀ rí Karimot ó dàbí àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n ìyàwó tó máa ń bọ́kọ lọ́kọ sùn wà láì if Mohbad was alive Karimot will sleep with Mohbad.
No. Please, attend to this. Please, no. Sammy Jojo, please.
So if available is not around, fearless, please. Submission question for the panel.
I don't have any questions.
So, Super Vibes.
Go ahead, now you are the moderator now. I'll leave everything on to you.
Okay, no, if you have questions, you too, I'm asking you.
Oh, no question.
So, Adedoyin, you said you wanted to present or make some submissions afterwards. You can have your time now.
When?
If you are ready.
I don't think I'm ready yet. Just continue. I'm going to get prepared.
Okay.
Can I just quickly make this one? Sorry. I'm not contradicting anyone, but this is what I experienced. April this year, I went to renew my Nigerian passport at the Nigerian High Commission. And what I saw and the post, and for those women that came, that they wanted to do like a change of name to get a Nigerian passport, you can see it written, posted it there. What they just needed was just a letter and the passport photo, a letter from the husband and the data page of the husband's passport. There was no court requirement for a change of name or anything. Let them go to the Nigerian High Commission and come up and either support them or challenge me. Who have been to Nigerian High Commission of recent, they don't ask for court documents or anything. It's just a letter from your husband and the data page of your husband.
Can I ask something about that? Can I ask something about that?
Give us an information.
Okay, Mr. John.
I want to ask that if before they can submit all those documents you ask, so there won't be any complication for the changing of the name.
They don't do that in the UK. I've never seen anything like that.
No, that is
have you ever seen
staying in the UK? I'm talking about Nigeria. We are talking the issue we are talking about tonight is in
Nigeria. This is the first time. I also checked. They said for a first-time passport. First time. This is not a renewal. First-time passport. So there's not.
We are talking about Nigeria.
I'm telling you, I'm talking about Nigeria first. Even go and check the requirement for a first time. When is the first time?
In Nigeria, you have to do publication.
Okay, no problem.
I'm not talking about abroad. I'm talking about Nigeria.
I'm not going to argue that. I think we can all go to
we can go do it and
ask around questions. So, Mr. John, you were mentioning something about the lawyer earlier. What do you think the lawyer should have done better? Your time.
Yeah, I've said my own. In my own opinion, what I expect him to do as a lawyer who is supposed to be the one try to resolve the issue between the family before they proceed on the case. That is my belief. Before they can proceed, he's supposed to be on the side of resolving the issue. And if he make an attempt and the attempt is not coming true or forth for what he needs, if he now take the decision we are talking about today, I think all those attempts he made will speak for him. So nobody will say that you just make a decision within yourself when you are not the family, you are not the member of the family, you are not this, you are not that, and the person in question did not assign you that if I'm not around, you can do anything you want on my case. You are just a lawyer, just like if someone hires someone to work for him on his behalf. So there is a limit a lawyer can do on any case. There is a limit. That is why I say so. In my own opinion, I believe he should have tried to mediate within the family.
Okay, thank you. So what do you think was the issue at that point? Adedoyin, please let just Mr. John just have his time, then we'll circle back to available, then we'll come back to you. Mr. John, what do you think was the issue, or what do you know was the issue at that point? Because now you have to make your statement whether you were there, or you heard, or you assumed. What do you think was the issue at that point?
I don't even need to be there based on what we are talking about and based on what is on public domain right from time. the family have issue within themselves. Not even the issue about this estate we are talking about. They have another issue entirely, which concern the buy of the husband. So if anything want to go about this case that the man has in court before, I think his position for me is to try to not to be on one side, because if we want to talk about it as of today, the lawyers choose the part he want to take, and which is not fair to other parts. That is why they are complaining, because we are talking about the wife of the deceased and the brother, and the wife and the brother are on the same side, and the family are on this other side. So any decision he made which does not carry the other side, it won't be fair to them.
Okay.
Let's take
it one after the other. I think for question, let's go like this. Question will be fearless. If available, have a question available, then RSM. Let's go.
Actually, I don't have a question. I just want to say some things to what Mr. John said. That he was saying the lawyer is not fair. He has taken side. And see,
oh no, fearless, don't get it wrong. Don't get it wrong, please. Before you go on, I did not say it is not fair. I said it's not fair. Or the other side, we said it is not fair to them. Me, I'm not the one to judge. I can't judge him. I'm just talking about the case that if he go by the way he do it, the other side you said is not being fair to them.
Okay.
Because the wife and the brother and yes, I said they will say that he has chosen the part.
Okay.
So always quote what I said. Not that I judge him. I do not judge him.
Thank God you corrected him.
Yes. So
okay.
So that's
now
what I said.
let me now say something. See, the lawyer is not how would I put it? The lawyer is Mubat's lawyer, and I think if I'm right, he's not a family lawyer. And if the lawyer, and like we said earlier, lawyer and client, they have discussions, lawyer and client confidentiality or something like that. There are some things that they would have said between each other that, and all that. And there are some things that, about next of kin and everything like that. And with the conflict or no conflict, it's not the lawyer's problem. Whatever that is going on, and that's why he called the meeting. And whoever is not showing up to the meeting or does not want to come to the meeting, I'm just saying now, I'm not saying particularly about the meeting, no. I'm just saying generally as a lawyer, if he has called for a meeting and nobody is showing up, or somebody is not showing up, it's even nice for him not that he said, okay, I'm not going on with the meeting, we're just going to go. He can go on with it. It's not the family, it's not the entire Aloba's family, it is Mubat's family. And Mubat's family contain Omoumi and Liam. Extended family is Papa Mubad, Oya Mubad, Adura, and every other person. So, to me, if I'm even going to look it on my own part, lawyer is supposed to be concerned majorly about Omoumi and Liam. It shouldn't be bothered by Baba, Iyao, Aburu, Egbon. No, that is not his concern. His concern should be about Mubat's immediate family, and I think he has to pick the interest of, his immediate family, not his whole family. The interest of his basic family, the lawyer is supposed to choose. So, and whatever that is going on in the family, like I don't know. I think it's RSM that mentioned it that okay, people before all these things started going to probate court, going to this court, a lot has happened. Where the lawyer even told the father of the deceased that you need to go and retract your statement. That's a red flag right there. That is a red flag. So whatever decision that the lawyer has made, is making the decision based on what he knows and is understanding.
Okay. Thank you. So, thank you. So, available. Any question or submission?
Yes, let me.
Okay, sorry, Sammy, I go drop now. I did drop now. The move is no problem. I'm just follow up on exactly what I wanted to say. That what Chopmmi said. The one thing I just want the public. A lot of people say, especially the side that, I mean, they say they are justice seekers. They are fighting for Mohbad. But I want you to think logically, especially in this case. Are you actually supporting Mohbad or supporting the party Mohbad to court? Because the people who are pushing all this whitewashing are the same people Mohbad took to court because of his royalties. If you look at it logically, I want you guys to think deeply. The people who are sponsoring all these moves, going to the social media, getting social media actors to get involved because they know they are going to lose in court. They are now deciding that they are going to attack the personalities of the people who are standing for Mohbad in the case against them. So I want you people to think critically and look at the members of the family who have been frolicking with these people. Think carefully. Who has been sponsoring some parts of the members? The same people Mohbad took to court are the same people giving some segment of the family financial aid. So if you say you're actually fighting for Mohbad, think deeply. I drop my mic. God bless everyone.
Thank you, Harrison.
Can that have any? Can that have any effect on the case?
Wait, Mr.
Can it have any effect on the case?
Sam Jojo, wait, please. No, if she says you speak, then you can speak. Please let her speak.
Thank you, President. I wasn't looking at my screen, but I heard when someone said when he went to Nigeria to get some paperwork that has to do with change of name or something, they will only ask the wife to get a written document from her husband. Am I right? Someone said that, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So if that be the case, who did remain? Which of the husband?
He didn't say in Nigeria, he said in abroad.
The UK.
Abroad in you,
He was in UK.
I asked a question. I asked a question. Which in your constant we support in certain way, and I'm not here to do grassroots. When you say grassroots, you wanted grassroots, we be ready for grassroots. If out of everybody that have talkers his money, grassroots, no J, no J, should be one of them. As I was saying. Now, what that person said, it happened to me too when I want to do my son's passport. And his father was not here. I had to send the funds to Nigeria for his father to fill it out and return it back to us before we can get a US passport for him, before we can bring it to Nigeria. So that is still part of what we are saying. Now, what I'm going to do is that under no circumstances, no she change your name without a legal document. So my back up, okay, I'll make up to buy you, not your buy you. Oh, Joe, who call you more, who call you potentially lay you. And after those guys, I'm not talking to you.
Sammy Jojo, allow her to have her time now.
I'm not talking to you. Gas station, in Nigeria. Nigeria ò kì í ṣe ìlú kan ṣù ó ṣe yẹ kó rí nìyẹn tí ò bá wọ́ọ̀kì Nàìjíríà ẹ̀yin tẹ̀ ń ba Nàìjíríà jẹ́ náà ní tẹ́ fi sọ pé kò wọ́ọ̀kì bẹ́ẹ̀ tí ò bá ti ní wọ́ọ̀kì bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ̀yin tẹ̀ ń bà lóyún jẹ́ yìí bó ṣe yẹ kó rí ní gbogbo àgbáyé nìyẹn òjò orúkọ kan ò jẹ mọ́ orúkọ tó tó ń ṣe pé yá láti ìgbà ìwé ẹ̀ ò wá jẹ mọ́ nígbà tó fẹ́ ọkọ tó fẹ́ máa jẹ́ alọ́ba wọn fún ẹ sátífíkẹ́tì yìí ló pariwo àti ọmọ ẹni tó ń jẹ́ alọ́ba yìí pọ̀
man, àfún láǹfààní láti máa jẹ́ alọ́ba as long as you are married to this person with this certificate. O wàá tún jẹ́ orúkọ yẹn mọ́, fẹ́ forúkọ yẹn lẹ̀, wàá ṣe divorce. Lẹ́yìn tó bá ṣe divorce tán, wàá ṣe change of name sí orúkọ tó bá wù tó fẹ́ máa jẹ́ láyé ara rẹ̀. Ẹ̀yin kò tún lọ pàápàá. So now ṣe tẹ bá sọ pé kò já lọ́dọ̀ adé. I know you are doing this.
Wait, Sammy Jojo, let's start some question now.
Available, can you wait? Let's ask any question.
Okay, that's the question. Who is asking it?
Sammy
I'm
Jojo.
not asking it. No, I'm not asking it. I'm not asking it. It's a new song. The new song I'm not asking it. So, back to the property. Náà tẹ bá sọ pé Mohbad àti Wunmi àti Liam ní immediate family Mohbad. Náà kí ẹjọ́ wà ní ọ̀fíìsì ìdájọ́ pé wọ́n fẹ́ mọ bóyá lóòótọ́ lọmọ ìjẹ́ ọmọ Mohbad àti Wunmi ọmọ Mohbad àti Wunmi ọmọ Mohbad. Ṣé pẹ̀lú bí ẹ̀ ṣe tí èmi kò fún ìtẹ́fẹ́ wo chopper àti tí ìfẹ́ ìdìbò ní pé immediate family èmi kò pé tẹ bá ti ṣe ojú ẹni strong evidence lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀mí ní láti máa ìfẹ́ ìdára ní káàkiri ibi platform pé ọmọ Mohbad ní ìlú ọmọ Mohbad ní ìyá. Tẹ bá ṣe DNA ẹ̀mí ní point ẹ̀ka máa sọ pé DNA ti ṣe kíní kan DNA lè máa ju wá lójú. But as long as you have not done that DNA tó dẹ̀ ṣì wà ní court of law dẹ̀ ṣì ń lọ court the next court date I think is in September. In September you are still going back to court again on this issue of DNA. No be juju be that. There is a pending court case with DNA authenticity of the paternity of the young. And you are still including that saying the young as the immediate family. Make it make sense. The court have not declared the young the legitimate son of Mohbad. At the time of death of Mohbad, we all believe Liam was his son. But now that there's a question mark, and it has been brought, according to you guys, any gas station, our gas station, àgbà kóòtù lọ, àti gba kóòtù lọ́sìn lórí ọ̀rọ̀ legitimacy. Now, kóòtù tí declare pé ọmọ yìí ò mẹ́nu pàtì. And the only way tí kóòtù máa declare ni pé tẹ́ ẹ bá ṣe DNA ojú òṣùwọ̀n.
Let me stop you and ask you one question. We don't want to divert so much into the DNA thing, as in so that we can keep the discussion around what we are discussing. But on this platform today, and I think in some platforms, they have said.
Karimot, Chopmmi, It's okay. Yeah, continue, moderator, please.
Auntie, Siskatra, question to we were discussing something earlier on the platform.
Give my submission.
So I think, let's give Ade doing some time, but let her really run. Let her just round up. Can you round up for us? We didn't put time on you, but
you said you were going to ask me questions.
No, you said you want to ask her question.
Before the ups and downs, I lost my thoughts. So you can round up.
As far as I'm concerned, if this case was not in the presence of the court,
Mr. Tuji.
If this case was not in the presence of the court,
or is not presently at court, you will not be having this conversation. You will still be claiming that did Mohbad, what the narrative of did Mohbad deny Liam when he was alive? Did Mohbad deny Liam when he was alive? Okay, now he's not in the presence of the court. We will wait. Right.
Okay. Supervisor, I think I now remember the question, and if we have I think available is muted.
Yeah, can I make my own contribution?
No. You can't make your contribution. There are people here.
Wait, hold on. Now that available is muted, let us just allow Adedoyin to round up, and she said she was going to drop. Adedoyin.
Okay, yeah. I mean.
Supervisor, it's 3 minutes, I beg.
Okay, so first of all, it looks as if so many individuals that speak on platforms do not understand how the law works. Platforms. Hold on. And it is so very, very unfortunate. But it would be good, for some people to come up sometimes and speak on matters that concerns the nation, or matters that concerns a community, or matters that concerns anyone that it concerns. Now, somebody raised something and he said, and why I'm speaking is because I want to talk on that. You said, the next of kin. Well, the next of kin is someone who is closely related to a deceased, right? Whether alive or non-alive, you can call that person, next of kin. So now my point is this. Because you are the next of kin, that does not automatically give you a chance, or you have a chance, but that does not make you someone who will inherit a disease after he passed on. Because you are the next of kin, that does not make you that. You have to go through channels to be considered someone that inherits, and that includes through the probate. And the probate determines that if the person dies without a will. So if you as an individual, you feel that, okay, because you are the next of kin, it's not an automatic inheritance. It is not. The probate will decide that. The probate will decide whether the probate might put you in as someone who is going to inherit your brother's properties, or maybe if you have a sister, or your sister's property. But you cannot automatically assume yourself as someone who is going to take charge of an inheritance. It doesn't work that way. Now, if Mohbad had died with a will, that would have been a different ball game all entirely. I don't think anyone will be here talking about who is going to inherit or who is not going to inherit. Okay? We are not going to be here talking about, hold on please, or talking about that. Unfortunately, that is where we have the probate, process. Some of this, whatever we're talking about has to go through probate, like initially stated. Now, I'm going to go back to the NIN, supervisors. First of all, I want to talk to, with some of you that go about cursing people out. I don't owe you anything. I don't know you, and I don't want to know you. I speak my mind as they fit, and you cannot tell me how to speak. I've said it so many times. You have no right to tell me how to speak on matters. I speak with intelligence, and I don't just go about speaking like somebody who does not have a head. Before I speak on matters, I investigate it before I come and speak. I don't just speak because I want to speak. When it comes to the NIN, I've made requirements. And I said yesterday I wasn't going to speak on that matter until I make some verifications, which I did. And whatever this young man put out there by the 5 NIN, yes, that was true. And if that is the case, let the appropriate channel handle that. Simple as that. Whatever I put out there, after investigating, I found out that yes, it did happen. All right. So I'm not going to go ahead and be talking and talking and talking. It doesn't make sense. And Supervibes, I do respect you a lot, and I think you are the only platform so far that I speak on. And because of the way, you carry yourself. And none of you can tell me not to speak the way I feel. You have no audacity to do that. You cannot tell me how to speak on matters. You have no right. It is
I don't think I told you not to speak on
Hold on, Supervibes. Not you. You cannot tell me because I spoke yesterday that I don't need permission from you. No, I'm not talking about you, Supervibes. I don't need permission from anyone to speak on matters the way I deem fit. It is my opinion, and I have the right to my opinion. And you can't tell me you can't tell me how to speak. All right? And that is that. So I'm going to cap this up. When it comes to the next of kin, whoever went to the probate to seek this young man's inheritance did not have any right to do that because Mohbad died without a will. If his father wasn't alive or his mother wasn't alive, that would have been a different ball game. But you cannot automatically assume ownership or want to assume ownership of someone's estate without it going through probate. It doesn't work that way.
Good question, good submission.
Yes.
Respectfully, your time is
all right, that's fine.
But your submission comes with a question that we were speaking on earlier.
All right, so let me mute so you can speak well.
Yes, we asked a question earlier that the case between Mohbad and the Orchard DSP partner, is it a property sharing case? Or if someone say it's a property sharing case, how would you address that statement?
First of all, I don't think I understand what you're talking about. So if you hold on. Can you please make me understand what you're talking about, please?
Let me make you clear. Are you aware of the case between Mohbad and the DSP partners?
Explain that, please.
That is for his, I think, about his catalog issue that's in the Federal High Court in Ikoyi.
So are you talking about the Malians?
No, not with the Malians. It's for the streaming platform, I think this DSP.
Well, I don't think I'm privy to that.
Okay, that's okay. Thank you for your submission. So,
President, please 1 minute. I just quickly want to say two things, right? Whether we all agree or not, as per Lagos State, Nigeria, as per Nigeria, what is it called now? As far as I know about Lagos State now, Liam is the legitimate son of Mohbad. With DNA, without DNA, Liam is the son of Mohbad. And another thing is, I want to correct something. I don't think anybody is saying that next of kin has the right to go and inherit anything. Well, I think what RSM was saying as at that time was discussion between the lawyer and his client and who the person made is next of kin. So just to make that correction and not for that to fly, nobody is saying yes.
Thank you.
Next of kin as
please, you may have to hold on your wife for F-trip.
So I just want to ask a question, just one question.
Wait. Sorry.
Is it okay if I reply? I think that's Chopmmi, right? Just Chopmmi, right? I'm not wrong.
Yes, please, can you briefly reply so that people can come in?
I mean, first of all, I don't think anyone is disputing that, and nobody has said that it's not the legal son or the legal son of Mohbad. But as it stands right now, there is, we have, this case is in court, and that has to do with the DNA issue. All right. So not until the DNA issue is actually as it stands, I think you are right. Not until the DNA is finalized, then we can either go right or we can either go left. All right. So now that is still in contention, and not until that is cleared, right? I personally, you are not going to call the child a bastard because it hasn't been cleared. So I'm not going to speak on that, all right? Not until it's cleared and the magistrate court comes out and they tell us, well, the DNA is maybe 99.9% accurate. Oh, yes, that's the son. Or maybe the DNA comes back as name, meaning it's not the son. But as it stands right now, I'm not going to, be debating you on that if it's the son or not. And I've always said it, that is not in my jurisdiction to talk about. And I'm not going to talk about that. What concerns me is what we see, right? And what we see is how this young man left the world. And that calls for concerns. And that's what we're speaking on. Thank you.
But I did do you on that. I wasn't talking to you. That is number one. And number two, you are familiar with Lagos State law. What does the law say about that? I'm quoting what the law say about that, not about what you said or what anybody else.
Let's try not to go into that DNA stuff for now. F-triple-A, please, your submission.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You will ask only if the person that has the time allows you to.
No, if I don't leave, I just want to ask her a question. If triple F is not mine.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, thank you, F-triple. Yeah, Adedoyin, this is my question to you. You said you made your verification concerning the how NIN work, and you confirmed that Wunmi has 5 NIN, right? I want to ask if you can walk us through your how you made the confirmation that you were so sure of. If it's okay for you to just walk us through that process. Is it from the NIN office that they confirm it to you, or how did you make that confirmation? Thank you.
Well, I don't think I need to put that out there. This is my own personal findings, and I'm going to keep that to myself. It's not what I'm
Then another thing that I want to tell the public is that NIN is just like your social security number.
Mm-hmm. So
like you those of us that are in the United States. Can you hear me, please?
Yes,
Hello?
please.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, like NIN is just like your social security number. It can never be true. Lie. The only thing that can happen to NIN is if you want to make correction on it. But for your number or your name or your identity to be true, like you have 101, 105, it can never, ever happen. That's what I want to confirm to everybody listening now. So the only thing you can do to your card is for you to make adjustment on your name. You want to add another name. That's the mistake, the way your name is written, you want to correct it. Those ones, they can do that. But for them to give you another number, for you to have another number, never. So that's the contribution I want to make. Thank you.
Okay, so
Thank you so much.
So can I speak on that? Okay, so first of all, I think you are right. If you have a social security, which Americans use, is for the social security numbers, then you have the NIN. Yeah, you are right. You are only allowed to have one social security card in your lifetime, right? But when it comes to NIN, right, if there's a correction made, then that correction can be made. Now, why she chose to have all those numbers when it comes to NIN, we do not know. And that was, we don't know why that is. We don't know why. So,
yeah, why what, please? Adedoyin, why what? Please always expatiate when you ask a question so that we can all learn. Please.
I'm not asking a question. I'm making.
You say you don't know why. Why what?
I said, let's assume she has the 5 NINs.
Like what 5 NIN are you saying? Please, always. Emma, something show me 101, 102, 103, 104, 105.
She said, let's assume. 5 if she said, let's assume.
No, she didn't use let's assume. No. She said she has confirmed it. This is not an assumption.
Earlier, but later
because this is an educative platform. Don't let us be giving ourselves fake news or fake information. Let's if other people are saying things like assumptions, and let's say we are here, I can see that most of the people here are educated and they are enlightened. We should speak with facts, not I did this, I did that, without no fact. There are some things that is possible and there are some things that are not possible.
No.
I think
We won't go into that.
presidency. Wait a minute. I think what she's trying to say, she's correct.
No, did I
It is not possible.
No, fine, please,
It's not possible. It's not possible for anybody to have NIN. So if we are now talking about 5 NIN, the person who is saying that someone have 5 NIN should expatiate on it, how possible it's going to be. That is what she's trying to correct.
So I never said that she has 5 NINs. I said yes. Hold on. Excuse me, please.
No, just
I said, hold on. Please allow me to speak. I said yes, she has NINs as confirmed. I never said 5. So I have been able to confirm it that indeed she has some NINs. Whether she has 2, she has 3 or 4, that is what I don't know. All right? But as it stands right now, I have been able to confirm that. But the reason why that is what we don't know as it stands. And I'm going to repeat it again. Hold on. And I want to make myself clear to you, is this. And I think you're listening, it's been confirmed that she has NINs. But the point is, I do not know if it's 1, allegedly, let me use that word, if it's 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. That is what I cannot confirm to you. But the reason why that is what I don't know as it stands right now. And I hope I make myself clear to you. So I'm going to leave it at that.
Hello. Can I say something?
Let's just stop the let's not respect F3.
No. I just want to say one thing now. I want to say just one thing. I might be no enjoy. Because when you are on something that is your field.
No. We don't want anybody. I understand. I understand it. But
no, I understand, President. I'm not attacking her. I'm not attacking her.
Don't drop, just mute. Let F3 speak. You know, at times when we allow others to...
Just 1 minute, John, now. I've not been on this platform and I'm not even making submission. I'm just making... AAA, minute chance to be a question me now.
Let's say it again. She just mentioned, you should allow me talk now. You know, if we don't answer...
Okay, AAA, John, 1 second. AAA, please, 1 second. I'm asking you for 1 second now. AAA, please. Can I?
Okay, just 1 second because I need to go out now.
Very soon. Oh, okay. Thank you so much, AAA. Thank you. So now, Adedoyin, I still want us to on this platform today. I want us to finalize this matter of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 NIN. And this is a fact now. It's not a fallacy. It's not a. I thought. It might be 1, it might be 2.
Please go ahead, please.
And this is it. This is it now. It is not possible to have even 2 NIN on the same name, on the same fingerprints. Not even 2. Please, it's not possible. So if anybody is saying it, if anybody is carrying it about me, if you are on this platform today, know it for sure that it is not possible. Anybody can go and confirm it from the office. Possible. It doesn't matter. She can never have 2 NIN. Please.
So can I tell
and it is not possible. Thank you.
Okay, good. Now, listen. I wasn't going to go. Excuse me. Oh, no, give me a second. I understand. Give me a second. I wasn't going to... I'm sorry. No, please, give me... I'm sorry.
30 seconds.
Okay, yes, 30 seconds. You know what? I want to correct that. Okay? I want to correct that. And I'm not going to dive deep into that. Okay? Yes, it is possible to have unauthorized NIN. Yes, it is possible and it's been proven. And I can tell you now that yes, they have fake NIN. And the people that have fake
NIN to court. Adedoyin, you will do fake NIN and take it to court.
I need to make my own submission now.
Okay, listen to me.
Bad. She has 10 NINs.
Godson, please mute. FQA, please speak.
Yes, thank you so much. My own contribution is going this way. I want to talk from HR perspective. because I work with HR department of my firm. Sometimes ago, one of our employees had an accident. So we were contacted because the employee had the company's badge on. So the road safety contacted us. So we brought out the employee's file. When we brought out the file, we checked for his next of kin, the name he put. The guy was not married then, not married, but put his girlfriend's name. Actually, they were about to get married. We had no choice than to contact her, because that was his wish. That was the person he put on his form by himself. He filled it by himself with the phone number of the lady. Though I later learned that they've been dating for quite a while. So when she came, she said the lady was pregnant as of that time. So she was the one that told us that we need to, she called, actually she said, okay, she will contact the family. So she contacted the elder brother of the guy, because the guy was unconscious of that as of that moment. She was the one that we contacted, and she contacted the elder brother of the guy. So where am I heading to? If anything should come up, if we are to pay, maybe if the guy passed, though the guy didn't pass eventually, if the guy passed and we want to pay anything, we will write it in the name of the lady, no matter, we don't want to know about the family. We will write it because that was the person he put. He has families before putting the name of the lady. So, as for Mobat's lawyer, there was case on ground. And I think Wumi and Adura has been member of his crew. Because from the stories I've heard, I learned that Mobat met Wumi maybe on the street when there was this competition. That means she was also singing. She was involved. So, one or two times she must have followed, I am just assuming, she must have followed him to the lawyer. We don't, if you contact the lawyer, okay, like I said earlier on, we said if there will be any case, we have a document to back it up that this was our employee's wish. This was what he wrote down on his form. So also, before the lawyer could contact the woman, you don't know anything. Maybe you don't know the form he has filled with the lawyer. You don't know anything. So you can't blame the lawyer for contacting Wumi. And as the next of kin, if Wumi is to be the next of kin, you can't blame her for her choice of picking Adura. That is one thing I want us to sit down with. That is number one. Then number two, there was this case with the distribution company. I think we need to find out who owns the distribution company. Is it a Nigerian? No. Who owns it? Does he have any link with the Malian music? Because as of the time Mohbad was signed to the company, Malian music was not yet registered. So that means he wasn't signed with them. So that was why he was able to petition the company and not Malian music. And when the distribution company came, they were like, they should throw the case away, blah, 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 blah. 4 days after, Mohbad died. They counted it on the 8th. Mohbad died on 12th. That is me. That is what my own thinking. Then a month later, they said the person is died. They should strike it out. So what do you expect the lawyer to do? The lawyer, because he has his own document. He knows it. He knows the law. So he won't be sentimental, okay, let me involve the family. No, he will involve who he has been dealing with, what the wish of his client is. That is number two. Then concerning the DNA issue, me ọ̀rọ̀ yìí yẹ kó yẹ ká máa gbà bí ẹni gbàgbà ọtí. Kò yẹ ká máa gbà if I don't want to Sorry. Yeah, just a minute. I'm right now. That's my last point. I'm rounding up now. They can do grandparents. They can do grandparents and stop all these shenanigans. Then point of correction. When I was listening.
F triple type of. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you so much.
Concern, not concern. Intelligence, not intelligence.
Supervibes, please, can I beg your indulgence for a second to speak, please? I beg. Thank you, please.
Okay, moderator, what do you think?
Thank you.
Listen, she has already responded. She said she's rounding up for 1 minute and that's it.
Okay. All right, so now, let me tell you something. As it stands right now, NIN cards is circulating in Nigeria has been fake. And I would tell you that. Hold on, please. Hold on, give me a second. So now, I want to tell you that a man called Mohammed Aliyu Buba, right, was actually caught with over 1,000 NIN cards. I want to tell you that. And that is a fact. Right? Even as it stands right now, the DSS are actually looking into fraudulent NIN. So you cannot tell me, even you have phishing and fake websites producing fake NIN. So listen.
Thank you, Madam Adedoyin.
Hold on, please. So hold on.
No, we
so no one can tell me.
No, thank you, Adedoyin. No, we'll be coming back. You will still talk. But I think the moderator is trying to round everybody.
Yes. The next we have is Godson and Olusegun. If Olusegun is there, he can speak while we give him time.
Okay, thank you, Presidency and Supervisors. So I just want to say this because I want to believe that the justice for Mohbad has just started for some of us based on the revelations that are coming now. And then we have been doing a lot of digging. Whoever owns, like Triple A said, yeah, why all these things? Because if you say you are fighting for justice, you have to open your arsenal to everything and not one part. That is it. That's one. Two, I want to beg the moderators and the host, please don't let anybody put you in trouble. If anybody comes to your platform and tell you things they cannot provide evidence for, please ask them immediately if they have evidence for what they are saying. If they don't have evidence, please shut them. Because hosts can be liable. They can tell you to provide. That is what the law says in Nigeria. I don't know about other countries. Hosts can be asked to provide the person that you're on the platform. This is your platform. This is being said. You are responsible for the people you put up together. So it's important that when people come online and they say things just because they believe a certain part of narrative, they should have evidence to back it up. They should have evidence. If they don't have evidence, please shut them up. That's why we have moderators. We ask them if they have, yes. If you don't have, please don't talk about it. Thank you. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharon. Godson is muted for now. John, if you're there, you can speak so that we'll take it back again. Okay, Godson.
I'm not muted, I'm back here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your time.
I don't really have much to say, but I feel someone else in ball. Lord, draw the Kuban more. Okay. Please, can you hear me?
Yes, your time starts now.
Yeah. Back to let me first address the issue of NINs or no NINs. You talking about fake NINs that they're doing, that won't work anywhere. You can only have the card, like, okay, yes, I have a fake NIN I'm holding. You can't take it to any office and you use it to register anything, be it a bank, be it DL office,
sorry, 1 second. Gospel, please, 1 second.
Yes.
I think what Adedoye is talking about, I think it was in the, they are on the dailies of a Nigerian paper. You can see them online, you know. I think I came across some of it on Twitter sometimes ago. I think it was when, I don't know what they said happens to the, I think it was NIMC stuff that time. Was it 3 million? Was it 1 million or 2 million that they said some people have access to, what was it called? To the NIN of some people. You can go Google it. You will see the news. It's over everywhere.
Hold on.
I think it was,
Supervibes.
Was it last year?
To the NIN of some people is different from you going to register a fake NIN and you want to use it in another.
No, it's different. It's different.
It's
no,
never
I'm
going
just
to
trying to back what Adedoye is saying at that time. Yeah.
No, so I don't think that should even be any issue. You say you want to take it anywhere, you are using it and you want to use it through passport or you want to use, they won't allow you use it. Even if you are even registering your bank, there are all these crypto apps. If they're asking you to provide your NI or your BBN and it's not correct, they won't accept it if it's not well registered. So I don't see where we are going on the NI issue saying to work. Nah. I don't believe that. I don't buy that at all. So I think that's just all I want to say. Saying someone cannot fight, can assist. No, you will have only what that's valid. The rest are not going to work anywhere. That's just a fact. It won't work. It's not possible for you to have 2 SSN numbers. So the same way with NIN, you can't use it anyway. Go and ask anybody.
Thank you, Godson.
Right, so I will give you, if you want me to, because look, listen, the more you all speak, the more we dig up this, and I don't want to go into that, all right? Because it's...
Mr. John, if you're there, please speak. Your time.
Okay, I think what me I will say, to me, I don't believe in 2, 3 NIN because I believe it cannot be acceptable anywhere. I will concur to that. But if some people have fake, if you call it fake, then I don't know what to say. I believe anything goes in Nigeria might happen. But it might happen to some extent and it might not work to some extent. It might work, maybe you submit it to where it will not be verified. And any day they verify it, I think that person is going to be in trouble. So that is what I can say about the NIN. So
okay, you know what, sometimes, right, for people to use fake NINs in Nigeria, listen, they have to be an insider, okay? There has to be an insider, especially if they want to defraud the bank.
Listen, Adedoye is never going to work. You cannot defraud the bank with fake NIN. Cannot do it.
All right, so listen.
Hold on, please.
Supervise, I'm going to be stepping down now. Okay, but before I step down, I want to tell you now. Listen, keep your NIN, okay? The ICPC and the NIMC tell you this. Protect your NIN.
Madam,
identity.
Don't step on my
so,
time.
Right.
If you want to step down, it's
Thank
fine.
You, everyone. Supervise.
One other thing I want to say.
All right.
Other thing I want to say is that we should all stop belittling our country. This is Nigeria. The way we talk about all this NIN of a thing, it is not good. It's just as if nothing good is happening in Nigeria, and it doesn't supposed to be like that. So we should leave all this issue of NIN. If there is any fake NIN, Mr. Tunji, please let me finish my time, please. If there is any issue with NIN, I think the NIN have an agency that control it. They will look into it, and if any fake document is being submitted to the court have every right and power to verify it and take it off from there. So I don't think we should be talking about the issue of NIN anymore. It's not for us to be talking about, because the more we talk about it, the more we just bring our country down. because this is social media. We don't know who are listening to us. They will just be looking at us as if maybe we don't even know what we are saying. So me, I don't want to talk too much, but I just want us to drop the issue of NIN. It is not, it doesn't worth it, because the more we talk about it, the more we bring our country down. So it's not good. That's
okay. All right, Mr. John. If I may say this,
I'm Supervibe.
Wait, let Mr. John enjoy his time. Let him enjoy his time.
I just want to drop something on that NIN because I don't want to talk on it.
Mr. John, continue, please. Monsieur John.
Anyway, so that's all I want to say. Me, I'm not interested in issue of NIN. The only thing I can talk about is the DSP case, that the way they handle it. If that is what we are talking about,
okay,
I can
Mr.
come in
John,
and
now
say
that,
my point.
now that it is your time, this is an opportunity to ask you the question we're asking earlier. The case between Mohbad and the DSP, is it a property sharing case? What's your view on that?
It is not now. We know that it is not. It is not. But that is why I said the other time.
How will you summarize that case in your opinion?
Summarize it as in what?
As in, with your understanding of that case, how will you explain it? If someone asks.
Explain what? How did I? What did I want to explain further again?
As in, how will you explain the case if someone asks you that Mohbad and DSP?
What does the DSP mean? I think, what does it mean? Well, it's really making sense now.
Let me understand your question very well. I don't understand.
Okay, are you aware of Mohbad and DSP case? DSP
yes.
Case?
Yes.
So I'm asking, what do you understand about that case?
What did I understand again? Well, I don't understand what you are asking. You are drafting now. Just try to write straight forward question.
Mr. John is like, you didn't understand. You didn't join us earlier. Sorry about that. Maybe you didn't join us earlier. What we're asking is just to make people separate the Mohbad DSP case with any possible probate court case. So the question was now, are they the same case? The probate, we know it's for maybe sharing of property or administration of estate. Why the one?
Even if they did not finish, if they did not conclude the DSP case, how did they want to go into the probate one? What did they want to share in the property?
So they are not the same thing. Thank you, Mr. John. So we just wanted to get feedback from as many people on the panel.
Bless you, Mr. John.
Are they the same thing?
Correct.
So they can't share anything. You know, it's that it is two different cases, and one must go before the other. So it's just as simple as that.
Okay, thank you, Mr. John. We have someone new here, Ratel something. Ratel Chief.
That's Sakuma. Sakuma, are you there?
Okay, if Ratel Chief, we can circle back to available and fearless. Available, are you there? Okay, you have your time now. You can ask question or make your submission.
So I'm still going to stand, and I'm still going to stand again.
Tomorrow, time, please.
On what did you say?
Tomorrow is time. Okay, you have your time now.
Okay, I'm still going to stand that Wunmi and Adura do not have the right to approach the court without the consent of the other family. The motion that was filed. No, he went this way, then she went this way. So, okay, because I'm not sure. Now, so it doesn't, both of them doesn't have the rights because they don't represent. Okay, you are saying that Juicy is an extended family. Adora is also an extended family. Blessing is an extended family. Darusha is an extended family. If you say it can involve, if you say we can involve Adura, Adura is the immediate brother to Mohbad. Blessing is the senior sister, immediate senior sister to Mohbad. So if you are saying the other part, you are saying Liam Rene is Mohbad immediate family, and every other person is an extended family. So why is she involving Adura that is also an extended family? Don't you smell a foul play? The scheduler. So if you can involve Adura and you do not involve the rest of the family, so kí ló mú tó forúkọ Àdúrà sí tí ò forúkọ Fletcher sí tí ò fi tàbí sí bàbá Mohbad sí? Kí ló mú fi tàdúrà sí? Because Àdúrà bọ̀ìbọ̀ì ẹ̀ ní Àdúrà bí. Because bọ̀ìbọ̀ì ní Àdúrà ló ṣe fi tàdúrà sí. Nǹkan tó bá mú fi extended family kan sí. Now you want to fight for emotion. You now included Àdúrà as per written, as per the only living son of Ìyá Mohbad and Papa Mohbad àbí. Okay, ọkùnrin méjì lọ́dọ̀ ọkùnrin kan ti kú tó ọkùnrin kan tó kù wọ́n lè lò ó. Is that why she do that? Because I'm using you guys' words against you now. As me and Ram is the only immediate family. Now that she puts Adura Yoba, who is an extended family. So what do you have to say to that? I will mute.
Thank you so much, Alvin, for your submission. Fearless, your time.
About the NIN, everything, me, I didn't even say much because I don't really, I don't have one. I don't even know how to get one. So that's why I'm not really deliberating on that. But one thing that came to mind that, crossed my mind was if they are saying 2 NIN, which I know here you cannot have 2 social security, you cannot have 3, you can only have 1 social security. And if she had, like what they are claiming, right? Me, I'm still going to stand on the lawyers, right? She has lawyers that she's working with. And I'll keep saying it. The lawyers that, Mohbad's lawyer and Omomi's lawyer that she is working with, I am very sure they will not, because of Omomi, jeopardize their job, their certificate, or what they have worked for in years. They would not do that. So all this issue of 10 NINs, 20, even the person that said she verified 5 NINs, she has quickly changed her statement. That's why, when there are some people on the FYP and they heard her say that, and they did not wait to hear where she quickly retracted that statement and say, oh, that was not what I was saying. This was what I was saying. Those ones now will have, taken that story and, start spreading it on around. And that is why it's very, very important that we make correction when we know that some things are not right. It's better, it's good for us to make corrections than to say, you know what, let it fly, I don't want to argue. Yes, we are not going to argue for maturity, for mature mind, and for the people that can, argue intellectually. But to make corrections of something, it's good that we correct that thing immediately so that people don't, take it and start carrying it everywhere. But for me, with the NIN, I'm standing on the 2 lawyers. I'm very sure they would not let her go ahead and use NIN that is not from the government. It's not possible. And so what I've heard from some people here today, it's not possible for you to have two NINs. That's my own.
Okay, thank you so much, Felix, for that submission. So I think we have something
President, can I really say something, please, with 5 minutes? So there's nothing impossible. According when it comes to me, there's nothing impossible. The issue of NIN, I'm not surprised. It is this same woman that gave us a DNA center where they don't conduct the DNA that was requested by the court. So she's the same person that came up.
We are not talking about the family issue here. Whoever has family issue should go and discuss their family issues. No, that's not our president. No, but what does she mean by that? Is somebody that challenged me directly. That's not a thing. I think I'm like presidency. It's not a fair thing for you to be allow presidency.
Just let her just speak.
President, let me finish. Thank you, President. Now, what if Wunmi come out, if they say Wunmi have multiple NIN, what Wunmi cannot do does not exist. If not that Mohbad and Baba Mohbad people found out that the DNA center that they were supposed to use before they found out that it was not the center where they can conduct such DNA, they will not. Nobody would have known anything. This same woman now that told you DNA, NIN, oríṣiríṣi lọ́wọ́, what women cannot do does not exist.
Alágbára ló mọ gbà bóyá máa jẹ́ nìyẹn wọ́n Wunmi cannot do does not exist. Bó ṣe máa jẹ́ nìyẹn ọmọ Wunmi ní sẹ́ẹ̀.
It's time for ọmọ
Wunmi ní sẹ́ẹ̀ bóyá máa jẹ́ nìyẹn.
Níbi àjẹkọ̀tì
bóyá máa jẹ́ nìyẹn. Yeah, bóyá máa jẹ́ nìyẹn. Cannot do does not exist. Bóyá máa jẹ́ nìyẹn. Bóyá máa jẹ́ nìyẹn ọmọ Wunmi alágbára fúnra rẹ̀.
Fearless, please, and available, please. Praonigu. You have time to speak on the topic.
Thank you for allowing me to join this powerful conversation. I've been silent for a while, listening. Yeah, well, there was a thought just now that really brought me up. So thank you, Supervibe, and thank you, Presidency, for really doing the moderating job. Yeah. This is good. Though. If we had this kind of fora that we would come together and be civil, maybe we would have seen light into this case for a long time. Now to my submission. I greet everyone. The Bible will say, I jìnnà láìra láàkínrà bùkẹ́ ọ̀kẹ́rẹ́. Tí o bá rí jìnnà dáadáa, èèyàn rí ibi tí wọ́n ti ń fi odó ìdúpẹ́ jẹun. There is something strange in this world. I don't think there is anymore now. To me, this Mohbad case just opened my mind. I mean, to how people can do your thing when you are no more there. I want us to lay back to many of these conversations from VDM to many of the ones we have been talking about. Let's talk about the recent one, VDM. Yeah, it brought about all these NIN thing. But I feel that there are people that govern this community. We are not in an animal farm. We are not. It is a kind of good thing when we go through things legally, when we try to sort out our differences amicably by not by always because we have social media to bastardize it. I'm standing on this truth today. Social media actually bastardized J4M. Available here brought out something very vital. I don't know his own that but I think she sounds like Karimot, but available. She said, which brought me up, she said, why would they say, okay, the outside family is Baba and other ones, but Adura is the immediate family? Okay. I think that should trigger some kind of consciousness in us, like, okay, what's going on here? But I want to answer this. This is why I came up. To a large extent, to a very large extent, ẹni tí ó fi ogún lẹ̀ doesn't put anyone that this person should take. Kò mọ̀ kó ń gbọ́ máa kó mọ̀. Why are we debating on ẹnìkan ló fi ẹ̀yàn kan síbẹ̀? And we know that this is just some people trying to play their game smarter than each other. Shaman, did you sound pé let me leave this fact. Let me face this way so that people would tend towards my side. Are we not looking at bigger picture of this whole thing? That's why I'm calling our consciousness to this fact today. Look at the bigger picture of all these things. Don't look at all this scenario. Look at the bigger picture, and you will know what is going on with this guy. What is going on with this guy's case? Look at the bigger picture, guys. You realize that this is a family feud, guys. Walk by Mohbad, you. Is that why you are here? That family feud or walk by Mohbad? If you know walk by Mohbad, why are you?
Sorry, President, are we having a timer, please?
Yeah.
Timeless.
I still have.
He has just 26 more seconds.
So I feel like at this point in time, in summary, look at the bigger picture of this whole thing and know it for what it is. That his family is fighting for the belongings of someone who died mysteriously. And if the wife is playing her own game tight than any other person, just leave them and let them play their game. Stop all these things. That's where I still want.
I will have to stop you there, and I won't be unfair to you that you don't get a dose of the same question. The Mohbad and the DSP case, in summary, what can you say about it? What do you know about it?
The Mohbad case?
Yes, the Ileri Oluwa Media Loba versus Orchid DSP partners. So what do you know about it?
If you can give me 2 seconds, 2 minutes on this, I'll just round up on it. I remembered, I will just reminisce a little bit, please allow me. I remember the day I called a guy, an host on this platform, to play this thing because I saw this game will play. Everybody will remember. I saw this game will play. I called this guy on a platform one-on-one that let's discuss this thing. I'm looking at the future. This thing is coming. The guy played it down, and that's what I just said here. That we just play things down, and I love how you people. Now the Mohbad case, you will realize that this is the pain of contention. This is the pain of why all these shenanigans were going on in the first place. Yes, there are some kind of exposés that you've heard now. Does it not call your own consciousness that it be like this is why all these things were going on from start? Fix the puzzle in your mind. Just fix these puzzles. And I'll submit that to me, it's unfair to anyone to look at people that are playing this game like someone is better than each other. Both of them know what they are doing. And now they are playing their real game. And you still don't understand. We should be fair. We should all be fair. No one, if you're saying Chopmmi by Mohbad and you are linking it to this case, I think you don't know what you are doing. That's my own submission.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Tunji, your time, please. Tunji Forbes, your time.
Show méjì ló ń gbọ́ lọ́wọ́, so bóyá mo kọ́kọ́ ti pè é.
My sister, Emma me. I just want to speak about my own private experience with the NIN the time I went to Lagos. I said this yesterday on Paparama platform that they are working on the whole NIN database, because when I went to Abuja, my friend asked me to give him my NIN the copy, and that's why he said the system has been I don't know how to put it, that they are trying to collate all the NIN, the new system for the NIN, and I wouldn't be able to mention name here, but this is what the government is trying to do now. That's my experience with the NIN. So I just want to put that to corroborate what Adedoyin said. I'm not talking about this case we are talking about. It's just my own experience, and that was in April.
Last year.
This year.
Okay.
This year. And this person I'm talking about is one of the government high parastatal with the Federal Republic of Nigeria, which I won't be able to mention.
No, that's okay. That's okay. You need to.
I even have to submit my wife's own, the copy of my wife's own.
So, Mr. Tunji, same question that we have. Do you have any kind of idea about the Mohbad and the DSP case?
I don't have any knowledge about the case. What I don't know, I don't like to comment on.
Oh, okay.
I've heard about it, but I don't really know what is going on. So,
no, the reason we're asking is the whole story of the NIN has a direct linkage to the case, and it would be nice.
No, I don't know about the case. If I know about the case, I will talk about it. I don't talk about what I don't really have knowledge of.
Knowledge about.
So
that's
that
okay.
Yeah, knowledge about, so that I don't mess around with people's case.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Supervibes, I give you 3 minutes. It won't be nice.
The funniest thing is I don't want to use 3 minutes. So let's give other people a chance to talk, please.
Okay. I think, John, we have someone new. Okay, Shegun has not spoken. Shegun, you want to speak before we take the new person? Shegun or John?
Okay, thank you, Presidency. So I think it's good that you're asking people about the DSP case. But then I still feel that if anybody comes up and tell you that they don't know, I think you should just let them know. Give them maybe summary of the case. Because this is the issue that we are having. We are not starting from the very, very beginning. We are not starting from the very, very beginning. We need to start from the very, very beginning of this issue. Why Mohbad even went to court in the first instance. When he was crying, when he was tweeting and everything, what led to this tweet? What came after the tweet? All those stuff and everything before even going to court. So I think this is the very, very beginning of the issue. Just like Brad said, that we need to look at the bigger picture. Very, very beginning. So you cannot say that, okay, I'm a justice I am fighting for justice, and you did not go to the main issue. We cannot sit and then somebody will just come online and then show us some document and keep some document to himself, and then direct us to a particular direction. It is wrong.
I agree with you, Mr. Shegun, but you know,
just because you owe some people a favor and then you will come back and paint some people black, you have all these documents in your file. Why did you decide to show a particular one? Why did you not show others? Why? Why can't you just, okay, this is court summon, this is the court process, this is the CTC. Bring everything out. Why label one fake? Then the one that does not have your stamp, that is not even CTC, doesn't have CTC stamp, you label it as original. And then we started wahala all over. So we need to start from the very, very beginning of this case, where the case started from, before we even said that we have.
No, thank you, Mr. Shegun. I think the discussion about this evening, you will notice that no one used the word justice. Did you observe? We tried to center it around an alleged forgery of NIN, and we had to link it about, okay, what was it linked to? It was now linked to the Mohbad DSP case. We now try to say, okay, if it's linked to that, how many people understand that case? So that we can begin to do kind of walk forward and walk backward to share different ideas. Thank you for your submission. We have Pythagoras. You can have your time.
Can I ask a quick question, please? Who linked that case to the DSP? Who linked that alleged NIN to the DSP? Who linked it to it?
When we were having conversation earlier.
And is that was it verified?
No, let me explain to that. Let me explain to that.
Okay.
No, let me explain. When we were having conversation earlier and people were talking about, you know, the discussion was 1 NIN, 2 NIN, fake NIN, all of those things. The whole idea is that what did the person use it for?
That was not what it was presented. I was there. Wait, Presidency, let me clear that part. I was here when they were giving that submission, but I couldn't come up at that time. They linked it into this DSP to shoot their own narrative. Both time that they alleged that NIN, one from Ujigwe and one from VDM, it was not linked to the DSP.
No, the document VDM presented was when they said they went to replace a name in a court case. That court is the DSP court case.
I get that. Hold on. I get that. You don't get what I'm saying.
Okay, explain, please.
I'm talking about the motion. Like, what is the motive behind it? So the DSP case have been there. Is the DSP case not there before Mohbad died? Was it after Mohbad died? So come out in the DSP case have been there before Mohbad died.
Mm-hmm. Then when after Mohbad died, what happened?
So after Mohbad died, why would they remove the name of Enito? You don't get what I'm saying.
I'm getting you.
At the end of the day, the reason for the motion of that case is because of Mohbad. Have you got it? So why was his name removed if there's no underlying benefits and motive? Even though Mohbad died or not, if the family wants to continue to seek justice for him with that DSP, his name was not supposed to be removed. Or no one was supposed to replace him. His name is still supposed to be there.
I think that's good that you made this submission. I think you are the only one.
Did you understand what I'm saying?
I now get your high point now. You are the only one that have not answered this question. What do you understand about the Mohbad DSP case?
So what I understand about it is starts. Mohbad has a reason for involving himself in that case. There's a reason for him involving himself in the first place. And that reason is best known to Mohbad. That reason is best known to Mohbad. That DSP case was prior to Mohbad's death. It was not after Mohbad died. So Mohbad is the only one that have a genuine motive for that case. Because the opponent, they will look for a way to counter Mohbad. And the set of people that included their name now, how do we know that they will have Mohbad interest at heart? How do you know?
Sorry, 1 second, please. Karimot, the DSP is the distribution, this thing for Mohbad, the music.
I know.
So that is what.
I know.
Okay, you know.
I know.
Okay.
She knows.
I know.
She knows.
I think presidency is understanding what I'm saying. Maybe the right.
Go ahead.
I know. The only person that have a genuine reason is Mohbad. Now he's dead. Because Emi is the wife, Adoya is the daughter, doesn't mean they will have a genuine reason for taking over the case. Or don't mean they have Mohbad's interest at heart for taking over the case. As a matter of fact, this is new.
You are breaking up. Available, are you still there? Okay. Okay. She's still muted. Supervibe, I think we can move on to Pythagoras and we'll give him time, please.
Good evening, everyone. Supervibe, I hope you're doing
good. Good evening, Baba.
Presidency, thank you for moderating this. I've been here for a while. I just thought, since there are some of these little things that I have a little idea about, and it looks like some of us are missing the points. Let me just come and, see if people can get the points. So let's leave emotions apart now. Touching on the NIN issue first. Amomi only has one NIN. If anybody has any other NIN for Amomi, they should bring it out and not just say it. They should display it. Let the whole world see it. Let people go and verify it, and not just build propaganda around that. It's easy for somebody to hold a bunch of paper and say, oh, they have so many stuff in there, without displaying it to people to see. So if anyone has anything, any other NIN, we've had about 10, we've had about 20. Let them display it now so people can, whether we like it or not, one or two people will know somebody somewhere and they'll be able to verify some of these things. So that's that on that. And I like the question you're asking everybody, that do they know about this case? Because truly, that's where the NIN issue came out from. For people who don't know about it, who thought, it just came out from the thin air. That's where Ogungbe brought it out from and gave it to VDM. Whatever VDM is saying now was delivered to him by Oladayo Ogungbe. So about the case of Mohbad versus Orchard Enterprise, that's the distribution company that was selling Mohbad's music. The music he did while he was with Naira Marley. So Mohbad, knowing that he had no contract with Naira Marley, no valid contract with Naira Marley, and he still wants his earnings, his money, he had to go for the company that was distributing his music and making money and sending the money to somewhere they're not giving him his own share or anything on it. Mohbad had to go for that company.
and that's Orchard Enterprises. That you guys, please come. You've been making money with my music. Can you come and do the account for me? Let's see how much you've made. And the first thing, did I even give you authorization to do this? Because there was no authorization. So what the case you have in court is for copyright infringement. I've not given you any form of authorization, and the only way they would have defended themselves would have been to just present an agreement between Mohbad and somebody else that you gave this person the authorization, so it was this person that gave us the go-ahead to do this thing. That would have been the simple defense. That I better go and settle your issue with this other person. We don't know you. Now this person we collect authorization from. But they couldn't produce any of such authorization too. And that's why Mohbad took them to court. Fast forward, Mohbad died on the 12th of September. On the 17th, I can't really pinpoint the date now. I think it's 17th or 18th of October. This music distribution company, Orchard, they took matters back to court. While Mohbad was alive, they were either evading service or playing for postponed adjournment, asking the court to give them time to respond and things like that. They didn't pay much attention to that case while Mohbad was alive. But barely 1 month after the death of Mohbad, they went to court. They swore an affidavit that Mohbad is dead. It is in the newspaper. The police they've announced it. There was an investigation. So because he's dead now, please strike out this case. 1 month after the death of Mohbad. I want you guys to pay attention to the timeline, because the last we heard from somebody is that...
Sorry, I'm so sorry. We may have to, because of what we've been doing, stop you for now. And ask questions.
Presidency, please allow him to go on, please.
I will allow him go on. If the 5 minutes stops, we need to stop the person and see who around wants to ask a question based on what he has submitted.
Sorry, I forgot you are the moderator. Sorry.
John, do you have any question? Rishagun, Tunji, Prow available for now. So if there are no questions,
presidency. 1 minute, Mr. John. 1 minute, Mr. John. 1 minute. I just want to make a joke. Don't worry, we joke. Okay, go on. I just want to say something. Supervisor, you see the reason why people always say you have been biased. Now, instead of you to say that, less people come give
John,
let me land.
What happened was that he has asked everybody question, and nobody want to say again. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, me. I'm sorry. Let's give this man more time to talk.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's what I want to say. So
you see that it's my panelists that are defending me now.
Yes, they are defending you. Okay, back to it, John.
Yeah, we start the time. Let him continue.
To accept the sorry for the whole week, presidency will be the one to champion this.
Agree. We have a new moderator.
For what I wanted to ask, is not that I'm asking anything, please. I just want to crave our indulgence that let us allow Pythagoras speak on, because we are making a line of thought already. So let's listen and get to the end of the oath and then ask questions. Please permit me to ask that favor from you.
I leave that power to the host. I don't know if we are changing the moderating rules, but if you approve of it, that's fine. You can start the time again. Over to you, Superviber and Pythagoras.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, thank you. Or other panelists can also yield their time also to me if you want to stay by the 5 minutes timing. I believe there will be more panelists here that will be happy to.
Okay, who is he?
I yield my time.
Oh yeah, make it 10 minutes.
We don't need asking time.
I will use my own time, like 3 minutes.
I think that's 13 minutes. I think
we don't need
after every 5 minutes,
I think
Mr. John,
this
wait.
presidency, I'm just want to say something. What I want to say is this: all of us on this panel have been talking like 2 or 3 times before, and this man just come for the first time, so we can give him time to talk. Not that we should be saying we give 5 times, we give 2 times, we give 3 minutes out of my time. No, doesn't. It looks childish to me.
Yeah,
so
sorry
if you
about
want
that,
to talk,
John. Sorry.
So if
no,
you
but
want to talk, you can
when,
talk.
as he's talking, sorry, please, Mr. John, please. We can ask questions according to the
so if
anybody can ask
in
question,
you can just raise up your hand, maybe in the comment section.
Mr. John, no, Mr. John, this is how I want to moderate it. Since Superviber said we should allow it, after every 5 minutes, I will ask if you have questions. I think that's fair. Better like that. So Superviber, please start the time for 5 minutes, then after 5 minutes, we can ask questions.
No round up, please. Let me know when I can talk.
Yes, you can talk. I'll let you know. Okay. You can speak now, Pythagoras.
Okay, thank you, everybody. So, as I was saying, the case by October 17, Orchard went to court after they've been running from that court that please strike out this case. They swore an affidavit, they attached it to the motion to strike out, and they submitted it to court. Normal process, lawyer process, court process. Of course, they will put that service on the respondent too, and that's the Mohbad's lawyer. The moment they got that service, they filed their objection to it. Because at the end of the day, it was because Mohbad felt cheated. He felt his right was infringed on. He felt he was badly treated. That's why I took this case to court. It would be a shame after 1 month he died, they would just allow the case to just go like that. And for people who don't know, it is the normal process in court. There are some cases they will survive the applicant or the plaintiff. That even after they die, the case can still go on even with their name there. There are some cases, once they die, it's either somebody else with sufficient interest, usually their estate, they take over that case. That's the only way to rescue those kind of cases. And this particular one is that type. So how would the lawyers have rescued that case and not allow these people to strike it out? They have to file for substitution of the plaintiff. And they filed. And they put forward 4 names. And they filed after 5 months. We know the court process. They brought the motion to strike out in October. They have to, there will be some adjournments here and there. After 5 months, Mohbad's lawyer, not Omomi's lawyer, Mohbad's lawyer now filed for substitution. And that's what we have in the news today. That's what we have in headlines today, where people are now terming it as Omomi running to or rushing to the courts to substitute Mohbad's name. They forgot the step that came before that some people tried to strike out this case in the courts that necessitated the lawyers of Mohbad to say, no, this case cannot go like that. We need to replace Mohbad's name with some people. As per the law, it is normal civil process, court process. It is nothing new. And they put forward 4 names. The first name there is the estate of Ilerioluwa Promise Aloba. That is the first name on that substitution list. The second name is Adura Aloba. The third name is Liam Aloba, and the fourth name is Omomi Cynthia Aloba. And I believe we are, at least I want to believe everybody here were educated. The first name, when you say the estate of Promise Ileriolu Aloba, I believe we all know what that means. It doesn't mean maybe there's one estate in Lekki Phase 1 or Lekki Phase 2. It means anybody that has benefited or benefiting or can prove they have entitlements to anything from Mohbad, they will be included in that very first name on that list. And that is also the name all these people sharing or spreading this propaganda, the name they conveniently omitted when they are saying some people rush to the court to substitute. They conveniently omitted that name, that name is the first on the list, the estate. The estate will include the father, the mother, the brothers, the sister, the siblings, or even anybody Mohbad was taken care of, and they can show you that, oh, it was Mohbad has contracted to take care of these kind of things for me. That would have included them.
And we continue to do it.
Can we ask questions?
Sorry. Oh. Okay. I think he has 1 more seconds, Mr.
Okay, before the question, let me say this real quick here. I think what Pata is trying to say is, the last word of him is, anybody who is dependent on Mo, you understand?
We understand.
Definitely. Okay.
We understand. The question I want to ask is about this name that was listed just now, because the first is the estate, the second is Adura, the third is the son. Am I getting it right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
And the fourth one is the partner. So I can see a repetition in this name, because Adura is supposed to be included in the estate. Why is Adura coming in again as a second name?
Thank you. That was my question. Thank you.
Good. So, as at even up to this particular moment, the estate of Promise Ileriolu Aloba is not an entity yet. There's no letter of administration yet. The moment they have a letter of administration, those administrators will replace. That first is a placeholder.
Okay, Mr. Pata, please, 1 second. Mr. Pata, please, 1 second. What you just said now, please. I remember there was a particular time, I think it was on Punch that I saw the publication from Baba Mohbad legal team about this administration thing you're talking about now. Yeah. I don't know if you remember that time. I think it was last year or early this year or so. If you remember. So that means that Baba Mohbad has already gone to maybe court or something with his barrister. And I think they've issued them the letter of administration. And I think I saw the name of Muyiwa also.
No.
Because there was a publicity for that.
Let me quickly correct you on that, Superviber.
Okay.
What happened is that Baba Mohbad and some people...
Why don't you ask that question first before...
That's why I wanted to say, Superviber is letting answer Mr. Tuji's question first.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. So, as of today, there's no letter of administration has been issued. So we don't have administrators to Mohbad's estate yet. So that name there is a placeholder, waiting for the administrator, and they will just switch it over. So the people who are going to represent that name pending the determination of the administrators are Adura Aloba, who is the younger brother to Mohbad. Liam Aloba, who is the only legitimate son to Mohbad. Yeah, I know people might want to dispute it here and there. At least for what we know, as per the law, as per custom, as per everything, as at this moment, until otherwise proven, Liam Aloba is the only legitimate son of Mohbad. And Omomi Aloba, who is the only legitimate widow of Mohbad. So tell me, hold on. Let me quickly conclude on this.
I'm not interrupting. Sorry, please put me on the big screen.
All right.
So
Mr. Pata, please.
So let's leave which side we are on right now, just for a minute. We'll go back to our various sides. If you had not known, maybe there was a fraction in the family or there's anything going on in the family, as the lawyer, who you are just a lawyer doing your job, tell me which people will better represent Mohbad than these three people, his younger brother, who is the man as per Yoruba culture and all that, the son that you know, and the wife that you know. As at that time, 1 month or 5 months after his death, where nothing about.
Can I ask question? Can I ask question about what you just said now?
Yeah, ask.
Please let no, but it's not done with the answer. You didn't allow him to.
No. I'm not asking different question. I just want to add to what he's saying. I'm not asking different question. He's talking about who and who's supposed to represent in the list he made.
Yes.
And he's talking about Nigeria culture and Yoruba culture. Yes. Because I think Mohbad is Yoruba, and most of us are Yoruba as well. Let's now put legal this thing aside and talk about Yoruba culture. Before they can go about,
please.
We are not Karimot. No, you are
going away from no. I want to say something.
I'm not going away. If we are talking about culture, does the lawyer wait Karimot now?
1 second, please.
Does the lawyer supposed not to make a time or find a way to include all the family before going ahead with the list?
And that is the first name on that list. Everybody, including the great-grandparents of Mohbad. The estate of promise.
The estate, forget about the estate.
No, you can't forget about it, and that's why that name is the number 1 on the list.
That is what.
Available, can you mute, please? Can you just mute, please? Supervibe, please mute. Supervibe, she requested to be on the big screen. Let's do it like this. Put her on the big screen. Let's be sure Pythagoras has finished answering John's question and has concluded, and let Available see her own. Please, let's go in that line. Put her on the big screen. If Pythagoras has finished the submission answering John's question, then she can now speak. Please.
Okay, is she making her own submission?
Yeah, let her continue first. Okay.
So what I want to say, what I'm trying to say now is that
now for the first song you motivate why any students type job. Because with my own knowledge about estates mean in Koti.
Yes, let her go ahead, no problem.
Yeah, can't go me. Estates mean in Koti your family. Phone kò ń ṣe orúkọ èèyàn kò ń ṣe individual nǹkan tí èèyàn ní tó wà wáyà kó tó kú àbí ìgbà tó wà láyé nǹkan tí estate nìyẹn kò mí ní individual. So I'm going to back it up now. Please let me show us this.
Okay. Can you read it out, please? If it's
so
short.
Using the estate of name instead of a real person's name in a legal case means the individual has died and the lawsuit involves their property, debt, or claim tied to their debts. Because the deceased person cannot legally show up the suit directly, their estate temporarily stands in as the legal party. Their estate is a material thing. It is not a living thing. Material thing, no estate people. We should not be me, and we are not done. We are learned people here.
Before we
evidence.
Wait, before Pythagoras.
Please. Estate, Toba Sonsin, estate of Okoya. Toba Sope, the estate of Okoya. You're talking about his wealth, his properties, his cars, his money in the bank. Whatever he has as wealth, as property, that is what they call estate, not an individual. They don't use the word estate or individual. They will use the word family or or èèyàn tó àwọn ìmọ̀ òyìnbó yẹn àwọn tó wà tó survive they will say beneficial the disease was the disease was the deceased father, deceased husband, deceased spouse, deceased child, deceased parents. That is what they use. When it comes to estate represents non-living things, material things, not a living thing. Thank you.
Okay. Before Pythagoras responds, available the prompt that you used in getting that answer. Can you tell us?
First of all, I'm going to say this. Aside from going to Google, a knowledgeable person, knowledgeable individual will know that an estate is not an estate does not represent an individual. Even without consulting Google, I went to Google to back it up. A knowledgeable person will know, even a little kid will know that an estate compounds. It compounds. If you don't say properties, like another name for property.
Okay.
Did you get what I'm saying? Another name for property.
I get you.
Yeah, thank you.
So, let me go back to John and go back to Pythagoras. Mr. John, please, when you asked a question earlier, we'll still come back to your question. You know, you asked earlier when we started this show, and it would be nice that we get an answer from different people tonight. So, Mr. Pythagoras, you can go ahead with your...
My moderator, has my own be answered? Has my own question be answered?
Yes, you asked that. You asked the question that why is Adra's name coming again when Adra is expected to be in the estate? So when Pythagoras tries to explain his own definition of estate, maybe that will answer your question. Let's give him that time. So Pythagoras, please.
Please, so good evening, everybody. I don't want him to lose track of that aspect, please. Okay, everybody, whatever. Anyways, the question I wanted to ask is that based on what VDM brought out to the public about, I think, list of names or whatever, Wunmi, Adura, who is young brother to Mohbad, then also Wunmi's son. According to the order of hierarchy, I don't think they mentioned Mr. Aloba's name. I don't know. Is Baba Mohbad aware of this substitution, first of all? Is he made aware of the substitution, Mr. Pythagoras?
Okay, so we have like 3 questions now. Yeah.
Quickly address this.
No, it's not really a question. I think Feritisti asked the same question I asked. It is just as the same as that. You understand? Because me, I'm talking about if we...
Please, you guys should allow presidency to moderate now. Presidency moderate.
I quickly want to correct what I just said now. Presidency, when I mentioned estate, going by the comment section, the comment section is changing the narrative of what I said. What I said about the estate is that the estate was not supposed to be used in replacement of the name of the family. The family stands alone, and the estate is for the property or whatever Mohbad left behind as his property. The sum of money in his account, the money coming from his music, the streaming, that's his estate. So comment section, you can change the narrative as you want.
No, please, let's ignore comment section.
What? No, President, I want you understand me, right? You understand what
I mean? So just leave comment section. Let me do a review of the questions for Pythagoras. I think Ferity and John, their question is in the same line. They're asking about Baba Mohbad's awareness of the substitution. Mr.
My own is for the family. Me, I'm not particular about Baba Mohbad because Baba Mohbad is not only the family. Yes.
Your own is, why is the family's name not on the substitution, or why were they not consulted before the substitution? Verity is Baba Mohbad being aware before the substitution is done. Mr. Tunji's question is, why will estate be as number one in the substitution and Adra is coming again? Is Adra not supposed to be inside that estate? Why Karimot's own defines estate not as living thing, but Mohbad's physical debt and all of those things as an estate? So, Mr. Pataga, you may want to take the responses as you like, but these are the four questions we have on the floor.
Okay, good. Everybody will take their own answers from the submission, but I will try to answer everybody. So, estates. The estate of Ilerolua Promise Aloba includes everybody that can prove sufficient interest, or that can prove that they are a beneficiary, or they should be a beneficiary of whatever. And beneficiary doesn't mean just for assets, it's for asset and liability. If by tomorrow they do the plus and minus and Mohbad is showing some people, these are the people that we pay that liability to. So that is the estate in law. People can make out whatever meaning they are for their own estate.
Yeah,
it is fine.
They can fall under beneficiary, not estate.
Can you please just mute so that people in the comment section are also responding, so that we can make sure all the questions that have been asked. After he finishes, we'll ask further questions, or other members of the panel will contribute as well. Okay, you can continue, please.
Okay. So, I think that answers that. Whether Baba Mohbad or Mama Mohbad or Aburo Mohbad was involved on this substitution or not, it is not a question I can directly answer, but I can provide some form of answer for you. This is the lawyer just doing their job. They were contracted by Mohbad. Even though Mohbad is dead, they still have to represent the interest of Mohbad to the best of their ability and the best of their knowledge. If to the best of their knowledge, they believe the representation or people who can best represent Mohbad's interest are Adura, who is the younger brother, Liam, the only legitimate son, and among me, the widow of Mohbad. If the lawyers of Mohbad, not the lawyers of Amomi now, if at that point, after 1 month when Orchard rushed to the court to strike out that case, and all they could try to do is perform a rescue operation to make sure that case does not go to waste. If those are the people they decided, based on their experience, their knowledge of the workings of the family, their knowledge of the law, their knowledge of custom, that these three people will better represent Mohbad's interest in this case. Because at the end of the day, even if they mention a company's name, some people still have to represent that company. The way Orchard was sued, some people will eventually come to represent Orchard, and that is what those three names are doing there. They are not there in their own personal capacity. They are in that suit in a representative capacity, representing the very first name on that list that we are refusing to acknowledge that is there, which is the estate of Promise Ilerioluwa Aloba, because whatever proceed comes out from that case, if any, the proceed is going to the estate of Promise Ilerioluwa Aloba. And who will now administer that estate, who will administer whatever has come out from there? It will be the administrators. And that takes me back to Superviber's question. Yes, Baba Mohbad tried to approach the probates to get a letter of administrator so that they can take it to court and stand in for the estate of Mohbad. But they were denied. What they did was having a sort of, what do you call it now? What is the English? Kangaroo meeting at home. and they appointed some people. Okay, you are the head of the family. You are the secretary. You are the treasurer. You people go and represent us. And that they brought to that same court. In that same case, representing the case between Mohbad and Orchard. Baba Mohbad and his team eventually went there. They submitted a joinder application that they want to also join in the case. And they put forward 3 names. I cannot remember those names very well now, but the one I can remember out of that name is Blessing, who we all know as Blessing Alonge, but they submitted her name as Blessing Aloba. She's Blessing Alonge because she's married, happily married. But that sister, the Blessing, I'm only drawing this comparative for people who are saying, why should Adra be there? The brother to the deceased. But Blessing that's now married to another family.
Can you give me 1 minute? I want to read something.
I would like to hold you on that.
No, because I was the one that
please, I mentioned everybody.
Hold on.
Don't do it like that, please.
Allow the moderator. Hold on, Allow the moderator to have the. Let us speak it.
Yeah, I just want to, because he said, someone said, why did I mention Adura? Why I mention Adura is because Adura is, he said, first on the estate of Mohbad, which he said the family. And I know Adura is part of the family. And I could hear Adura name again as number 2. That is why I'm asking, why is Adura part of the family?
Yes, I understand you.
Mute one, please.
Sorry.
Presidency.
Hold on.
Mr. John, hold on.
If you have
presidency, please, 1 second, please, presidency.
Now, I want to ask you I just want to read out something. I want to collaborate what Patagoda is saying.
Okay, read it out.
I want to collaborate what Patagoda is saying about estate. I just try to search. Okay, talk.
Presidency, go ahead.
Superviber, just wait. Let me moderate this thing. Let him clear Tunji's own first before we jump to another one. So that at least we know that Tunji's own is closed.
Okay, let me ask.
Coming back to Superviber, your own will be the number 4th question.
No. Please, I want to add something to Tunji's own so that it's the same line of thought. There was a publication of Punch regarding this issue of state of Mohbad and administration. And I see some appointment at that time. Blessing was also there. This other Baba, this thing in the States, Ifamuyiwa was there. So, but according to what Mr. Pata is saying now, that they denied them, and they're just trying to do family, meeting or something. Then they appoint people of their own. So, what I'm trying to understand here is that the publication that Punch did, was it the family one or was the one from the courts?
There was no publication from the court. It was a family sitting. If you read that publication very well,
sitting, right?
Yeah, they just sat down, they shared cabin biscuit and coke, and they decided people who will represent them.
Where was this sitting? Where?
Wait now. You should wait.
President, no mockery will be allowed. No mockery will be allowed.
Nobody is mocking.
Guys,
that's why I said let presidency moderate. Allow the moderator, please.
Please, Mr. Tunji's question goes like this. If I make any mistake, Mr. Tunji, correct me. That estate in number 1, Adra is expected to be inside. Why is his name showing again? Please just clear that one so that we know that one.
And I think I cleared it out. Maybe you guys missed it. That the entity needs people to represent it. That name is a collection of the whole world, in quotes. That's the Aloba family, everybody having whatever interest. They need people to now stand in gap until administrators will be appointed. That is why those 3 people were now put there. And I use the word that they are not there in their personal capacity. They are there in a representative capacity.
Mr. Atuji, is that clear?
Yeah, that's clear, but I have a little, I don't know about that. We are not part of the family, but Adura being part of the family and is being represented, is it best represented because there was a time Baba said he has never set his eye on Adura? Can it be best represented like in that? That's my.
I don't understand the correlation here.
Okay, you said those people that can best represent the family.
Okay, I think let me rephrase his question. I love that.
Adura can best represent.
I love that.
Who chose Adura? Exactly.
Who actually selected?
Question. Hold on. Everybody, please. Hold on. Everybody, please. Hold on. I think the question, Presidency, 1 second, please. I think the question should be who put in Adura name there?
Yes, I can answer.
Is it the head of the family or is just the decision anyone just made? That should be the question.
I can answer that.
All right.
Before you answer, Verity, is that what you wanted to ask?
Yeah, that's one thing I want to ask because number one, why I said so, I'm kind of concerned about Adura is because let's say maybe Mohbad actually had the will and he intentionally put Adura, maybe like included Adura in the will. That's fine. But in the absence of a will and going by the order of hierarchy, with people that actually have much understanding when it comes to legal process, is meant to be from nuclear family, meaning the any children, kids, then wife, then to the parents, then to the siblings. So, which actually made me to question that reason that, okay, why would Adura, I'm not saying he cannot represent his brother, but is Mr. Aloba, is he made aware of the substitution? Because why I'm actually bringing this question, not to yab anybody or to do anything, because this whole thing that VDM brought to the public is actually a really weighty allegation that needs to be clarified legally and publicly with so much transparency in the eyes of international community. This is beyond. This is Emimoloko, Emimoni Yahoo. It's beyond that.
There.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Who actually selected Adura to represent Mohbad?
Okay.
Thank you.
Mr. John,
who chose Adura to represent
family, please.
No, it's the same question. It's the same question.
Wait. These two, then we go to you and John. That makes it easier for the conversation to go around. Please. Please. So, can you respond to G first?
Okay, thank you, Presidency. Yes, Mohbad's lawyers, they made that decision. They are the one representing the interest of Mohbad while he was alive and even now that he's dead. So, they made that decision as at that time. Whether for the better.
Answer question here, John.
No, Mr. Pata, please, before you go ahead with the question, let's do it this way, yeah? Is it? I know when Mohbad was alive, the lawyers were the one, doing everything with him. Or after his demise, don't you think it's logical enough for them to contact the whole family, especially the head of the family, before any of those things?
Okay.
No, there will be issues where they need to have a family sitting. When
you feel, hold on, please, I'm talking. You feel like it's not necessary for them to have a family meeting?
No, I'm telling you that there will be issues, there will be situations where they need to sit down. See, I don't want to go into much details because if I say some of these things here, you won't have a way of confirming it because Baba's people are not really here like that. But one thing I can tell that I'll just drop this one. I'll just drop this one.
Not just that kind of power. Sorry. In fact, God,
I have a question for that.
So categorically,
let me quickly say something.
I don't want to. I have a question for you.
Any surrender. Let me quickly say one thing. See, in as much as I know presidents want to moderate, there is the moderation going on. See, in as much as Bashi Feso, Mr. Paifa is somebody that has deeper knowledge of what is going on. Everybody is asking him like basic questions. Where there are some facts that you can ask him, then he will answer that fact for you today. And then all those basic questions you can be picking it up later. In as much as I know you want to be stopping him to be asking questions, why don't we let him run down everything? And after running down, everybody will have time to ask questions. Instead of stopping him in between, then he will want to pick up. He will forget some things. Running it down, it will remember everything. It will say it the way that then you can pick your question. We can write down our question. I feel that is the best way to go about this thing. Instead of just breaking it.
I can say that. I can even say that Pythagoras is even like a brother.
I think that would be too ambitious.
Adura is not the major case right here. Adura is not
What is saying here is null and void. Anything Karimot is saying here is null and void. Pythagoras is that.
Bolly B, please, everybody mute. Allow the moderator to walk. Allow the moderator to walk. Please.
You guys have been.
Please.
Horace is closer to
Bolly B,
please.
Well, we have been doing well now. Mr. Pythagoras is doing well.
Let's
President, please continue.
Let's appreciate those that are asking the question and the persons who are willing to provide the responses. Irrespective of how you feel that is causing some break, I want to appeal to everyone on the panel. Please allow him to respond to a particular question. Even if you have a follow-up question, let's move to others before you come out with your own. Please. Mr. Pythagoras, can you, let's assume you've given some responses to Tunji and Ferretti. Let's go to John, Available, Fearless, Olivia, and Adedoyin. Let's hear their questions. And when you're asking your questions, please just ask straight. He is willing to respond from what I've gathered. It will be unfair for our questions to now start going around the cycles. Please. John, over to you.
Actually, I don't want to ask questions, but I just want to read out something the other time. And, me, I don't like us talking on each other. I just want to try to clear what he described as estate the other time when we are arguing about estate. In Nigerian law, under Nigerian law, an estate has two primary meaning. And one of the meaning is when a person dies, their estate refers to the collective body of all their assets, property, money, and liability. And I think the liability fall under the names which they want to attach to it. Maybe the family or anybody depending on him before a demise. So that is what I want to clear. That an estate can be referred to or can be included in name, not only asset or money. That's what I want to say.
Okay, thank you, Mr. John, for that clarification. Thank you. Available, your question, please. I didn't
I'm going to go this way. The liabilities in the estate, the same thing you read was what I read. The liability in the estate doesn't refer to an individual. The right word to use is beneficiary. Beneficiary can be the child, the spouse, or the parents. of the that survived the disease. I still repeat, estates does not include living individuals.
Available. What is meaning of liability? No, I just want him to clear it. I want her to clear it. What is the meaning of liabilities?
Please do not interrupt.
John, please mute. She's going to answer your question.
No matter how you want to change it, I'm still going to insist. And liability, the question you ask, is a state of being responsible for something, usually a debt or legal obligation. Liability does not have anything to do to the survived people of the disease. The right word is beneficiary. And I would also ask you a question too. What does liability and beneficiary, what does it mean to me? Please.
It's okay.
Let me answer that quickly. Before I answer that, I want you to understand this.
Let John respond.
Okay.
Let him respond to you. John, please respond to her.
So that is the reason why I come up with that. See, I'm not in support of anybody, and everybody knows here. Me, I just want to collaborate what Patabora said the other time, that want to cause an argument. Liability is anybody depending on any source. It is not a representation of animal or place. That is liability. So you understand, the beneficiary is someone who wants to benefit from someone. It is someone who wants to benefit from a property or from a person. So there is difference between liability and beneficiary self. So liability it can be a son, the wife, the family. That is liability. Those are the people that he care for.
No.
That's liability. Check your dictionary.
John,
That
is not the meaning of
beneficiary
maybe you can check it. Maybe you can check it and we know further.
He asks if he finishes, then you probably make your submission.
Because I've tried to.
John, that is not what liability means. Let me
available. Don't worry. When is your time? You can say what you think liability means.
Wait. You guys are talking about liability, availability, all of those. Let's pause first. Let's go to what they're doing. Get our question. Then come back to that.
You did not allow me to ask question. I'm still responding to John, but I want to ask question.
So allow me. So can I go ahead?
No, I allow available to just ask that question.
My question is this. Now that, as far as I'm concerned, and as far as the review and everything that I used, thanks. The word estate does not include the name of any individual. But I'm going to go this way. Now, who chose? Who did the lawyer talk to? Now, Patagia said the lawyer was one that chose the individual that represented the SP. Who did the lawyer get that consent from? As we have Darusha. When you want to talk about music,
you can't know that anymore because you're no longer a family. She's no longer a family member. She's no longer a family member. She can't know all these things. You will know it online. You're not a family member anymore. So she's a family more. Yeah. So you can't know it. You know it online.
Yes.
Please. Available.
I'm not done.
Available, please.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not thinking keep quiet, but you didn't mind.
Quiet. Your mama, that is what you want to achieve.
No. Both of you have to put down. So I drop both of them.
Exactly.
Drop both of them. Are they doing your question, please?
Hey guys, I'm not sure if this man is still there who was speaking. My question is Mohbad's case still being investigated? If he's still there.
Okay, I think we are drilling so much. We've given so much.
I have a question.
Hello, sir. Hello, please.
I have a question.
Please, can I speak, please? I have a Supervibe. Can you please allow me to ask my questions, please?
If you want to finish, then not talking like a family member.
Okay, it's okay. So now,
talk like a normal person online. You're not a family member. Also, a very family member. Oh, she's a family member.
Mr. Pythagoras, do you know what a retainer is when you talk about retainer? When you say that, a retainer, do you know what a retainer is? Okay, so now let me explain something to you. First of all, sorry, I'm running my dishwasher, so you might be hearing something. So first of all, you said something. You said the lawyer chose this guy. I don't want to mention his name, and whoever that he chose, he does not have a right whatsoever to choose anyone to represent Mohbad's estate. Do you know why? Because Mohbad's death is an interstate death. That means Mohbad did not leave a will. He has no right to do that. Except the only way he would have done that, or that should have been done, is if Mohbad had left a will instructing him to do that. For this man, this lawyer, to go ahead and choose two people to represent this family, that is a no-no. He's a lawyer before Mohbad. First of all, do we have any legal documents to even back this up, that this guy was Mohbad's lawyer? That has, listen, hold on.
No, excuse me. Wait.
Hello, can you please allow me to speak, please? Please, with due respect. I have not seen that, and I'm not disputing that. But my thing is that the lawyer in question has no right to choose substitute. It does not have a right to do that. After Mohbad's death, his appointment with Mohbad terminated after his death. Thank you. And for him to go ahead after Mohbad's death to continue to represent Mohbad without it being stated in a legal will, I think that is a no-no. And I'm going to stop here. I've asked you some questions, and I'm still going to come back and ask you questions.
No, calm down. Adedoyin, calm down. As the moderator, you just need to answer one question. Do you know the terms and conditions of the contract he signed with his lawyer?
So, if you're talking about the terms and... Excuse me.
Do you know? Do you know? I want you to answer.
Hold on. Give me time to answer your question, please. You said terms and conditions that Mohbad signed with a lawyer. Listen to me. When you are talking about signing terms and conditions with a lawyer, that is a big one. Now, let me tell you something. Individuals, actually, those who are in the industry, if they have anything at all that has to do with signing anything with the lawyer, it must accomplish their will. And I want you to know that.
Okay.
If you listen,
I just asked that question.
Hold on. If you are saying, hold on. If you are telling me that Mohbad had an agreement with his lawyer, and I think that would have been presented earlier on, and that has to accomplish his will. I want to believe that Mohbad was. Excuse me, sir. I want to believe that Mohbad in his lifetime wasn't done. And you want to tell me that after Mohbad's death, this guy wants to come out to present some documents that Mohbad signed? Are you kidding me? I have never seen a lawyer represent a client.
Chopmmi, please calm down.
No. Superviber, let me tell you something.
Everybody, please
hold on a second. Superviber, this is your platform, right? In as much as I will not accept for them to be rude to you, I will never accept anybody to be rude to me. Enough is enough.
Can you just wait?
No,
at least he has an idea of everything that has happened. So Supervibe, we are going back to the timing. Mr. Twiji, wait now. Just give him 5 minutes to round up. If he can in 5 minutes, then we'll take it round. There's no need to, please calm down. There's no need to, try to elevate our...
Sorry, I want to apologize if my voice was up, but this is not okay.
I understand.
I really apologize.
I understand.
Come on.
It's okay.
No.
It's okay. Mr. Pythagoras, please, as much as possible, if you can provide a response in the best of your ability to some of the questions, then we can take it round so that everyone can speak. Thank you.
Okay. I would probably like to round up on the original thoughts because we were going somewhere with the issue of the name, why the name became an issue, but with so much derailed to the point of asking, did Baba know something? Did Baba know this? But let me conclude on this first. If there are now questions after that, we'll see how we can answer that. So as I was saying, Orchard Enterprise, they brought a suit to a motion to strike out the case Mohbad instituted against them 1 month after Mohbad died. And that's not even shocking yet. Because actually, they prepared the motion on the 8th of September, 4 days before the death of Mohbad. They prepared that motion, dated 8th of September. But they did not file that motion because there was nothing to attach to it, no evidence, no affidavits. They waited until 1 month after the death of Mohbad. That's when they now filed an affidavit to attach to that motion and submit it to court. And what was in that affidavit? A lawyer from their chambers swore an affidavit that now they know that Mohbad is dead. The Punch newspaper has announced it. The police have investigated it. That is their truth, so help them God. And they attached it to that motion, and that was what they filed on the 17th. I'm not sure with the date, whether 17th or 18th of October 2023. Maybe you didn't understand it. 4 days before the death of Mohbad, they prepared the motion. They sat on it. Nothing happened. 1 month after his death, they were able to now file an affidavit to be able to push that particular motion to strike. I'll leave that for you guys to speculate or to be creative with it. But moving forward, so they filed that motion, and because if the lawyers did not respond, and I think it is ignorant for anybody to say once a plaintiff dies, the obligation of the lawyer automatically ends. It is ignorant for anybody to say that. The lawyers had to rescue the case.
I support that angle.
I think you need to retract that. All right? I said that because, listen, I think this is Pythagoras. Listen.
I think we had an agreement.
Okay. All right. I'm going to address that when I finish. Because you can't just be talking the same things that don't really add up.
Go back to Ferretti, we come and then we'll come around and land on you. Please continue.
Yeah, so the lawyers, the Mohbad's lawyer now, they had to rescue the case. Otherwise, the court was prepared to throw or to strike out the case. Of course, the plaintiff is dead. The next step in law, civil procedure, is to file for substitution of plaintiff. And like I said, they brought out 4 names. The estate of Promise Ilerolu Aloba, which is the body the umbrella body for everybody. Then people to represent that first name, which is the estate that carries everybody. They now, the lawyers now choose Adura, Liam, and Omoumi. And just to put this here, you can confirm people who are speaking with Mr. Joseph Aloba, you can confirm from him. The lawyer called him. They were supposed to have a meeting. In fact, they called Blessing too. They refused to get back to the lawyer. You can confirm that. That's an information out there. So after that, the lawyer had to rescue that case. That was when they now filed their response for substitution 5 months after the death of Mohbad. So when somebody is now trying to twist the narrative online, that some people rush to court after 5 months, they forgot to tell people that some people first rushed to court after 1 month or even 4 days before Mohbad died to strike out his case, to make sure all his earnings, everything he has worked his life for, was forfeited. People conveniently forgot that part and rushed to the later part of trying to rescue that case. And that was when Baba Mohbad and his people, after their general meeting, family general meeting, they came up with some names. They approached the court that they also want to join in that case. And they put forward some names, including Blessing Alonge, who is now Aloba. That those people should be put in that case, and every other person that was originally substituted for Mohbad should be excluded. They should be left out of that case. That was what brought about the lawyers of Mohbad. Now say, if you want to come in the case, you are welcome. After all, there's a place order for you, which is the estate of a promise area. Anybody can come in. Just come and show to the court your standing. Come and show to the court your interest in the case. And of course, you are welcome. The placeholder is there already. But you cannot remove these people. You cannot exclude anybody from this. That was what led to, okay, why should we not exclude this person? This person is not even an Aloba. This person is not even married to us. This person, paternity is even being contested. That was what led to affidavits by Omoumi, that because the lawyers, of course, asked that, oh, this, it looks like there's your family people are here, they're saying this and that. We don't know what's going on with you guys. What do you have to say? So that it doesn't look like they are taking side. And they have to take it under oath so that it doesn't look like, oh, this mommy just told them something and they took it hook, line, and sinker. So that's when she now had to swear an affidavit that this is what, this is me, this is my name, this is what happened. I am married to this person. I gave this person a child. I have sufficient interest also in this case. Again, normal civil procedure. It was from the passport attached to the affidavit that Ogungwe scrutinized that, okay, where can we put hole in this person's arguments? They scrutinized it and said, this name is coming up with another name. The passport carried another name. It must be that they forged the NIN. And they came up with different stories. Now, she has 4 NIN, she has 20 NINs, and they have not showed us those NINs till now. Except, I don't know if anyone here has seen any other NIN apart from the one on that passport. If you have seen it, let everybody know. Let us cross-check. So that is what led to the issue of NIN. It was because Orchard, who was owing Mohbad, they were trying to throw away that case. And the lawyers rescued the case. And Baba Mohbad decided that he wants to be in the case too, and they welcomed him into the case. And he said, okay, because he's here, every other person should leave too. So I believe that is the summary, and that was the topic when I came up here, and that was what I wanted to just contribute to. If there's any question relating to this, I'm happy to take one or two.
Thank you for your response, and for everyone on the panel, please let's stay on topic.
Slow now, please.
No. please let us respect all other persons on the panel.
Okay, all right, so let me know when to have the floor, okay?
Clarity.
Don't worry, I will take a pass for now.
Body B.
Thank you, my honorable presidential. Thank you so much, presidential. What you said the other time, Adedoyin, I want to ask you a question. So I will just say it the way I actually understand the way you said it, and then you will tell me the truth about, based on your experience and all that. So now you, let me just analyze it this way. You said that Wunmi cannot, no, you said that because Mohbad did not have no will, so Wunmi doesn't have no right to anything Mohbad has. So I want to ask you, so in this case that Mohbad doesn't have no will, you want to say something?
First of all, I never said that. So I don't know
where did you say
that from.
No, you said, no,
and I don't know what you're talking about. So
no, what you said.
Yeah, but just keep talking. But I don't know what you're talking about.
No. Okay,
that's okay. Just keep talking.
She said that the lawyer does not have the right.
Yes, and I stand by that. Yeah.
The lawyer.
Yes, now because Mohbad does not have will.
Hold on. Bolibi, a lawyer.
It does not have the right because Mohbad does not have no will, so the lawyer does not have the right, right?
Like the appointment of the lawyer ended.
Bolibi, can I speak? If you really want me to speak.
I'm not the one talking.
Okay, so whoever is speaking, you ask the question with due respect, then you need to let me answer your question, okay? A lawyer cannot continue to represent a dead client, all right? A lawyer cannot, and I stand by my word.
You mentioned will now. You mentioned will.
Hold on, and I will go by that. A lawyer cannot continue. Can I speak? Or if you don't want me to speak, I can just let everyone speak.
Now, why are you
a lawyer cannot continue to represent a client that is not alive. Okay? All right? Now, if a client dies, that relationship with the lawyer ends, except if there is if it's documented, and I'm not going to go into that because I don't want people to run with that. So now there is something called debt and authority. All right? So debt and authority means the contract between the lawyer and the client ends when that client dies. I hope you understand that. Okay, now you have a lawyer that came up after the death of this young man, Ileri Oluwa, may so rest in peace.
Adedoyin, sorry, is that affirmatively when it comes to law? Like when somebody dies?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Affirmatively when it comes to law?
I'm saying it as per, listen, as per what I know. Yeah.
I'm saying affirmatively. You don't know what affirmatively is?
I disagree on
no,
that.
Opinion is not.
I don't know what affirmative means.
You don't know the meaning of affirmatively.
Affirmative means
yes, you're confirming that is true.
No,
exactly.
That's not true. That's
okay, so
what are you saying?
All right, so Bali B.
What are you talking about? That means you don't know what you're saying. No. You don't know what you're saying. If you cannot tell me affirmatively based on that, then you don't know.
If the lawyer must listen, sir, if the lawyer must continue to represent that family, right?
Is it affirmatively?
No.
Bali B,
you're gonna be.
Bali B. I'm not going to
use a simple
Listen, can you just mute? Terry, can you mute? I'm talking to Adedoyin, please.
All right. Listen, I'm not going to continue to rub your ego. And
you said something. You said something. You said you said when a lawyer is actually lawyering someone and the person dies, the person doesn't have the right to actually lawyer the person anymore. And I'm telling you right now, is that don't tell me except. I'm asking you, is that affirmative?
I don't know why you are yelling. I have no idea why you're
speaking. You're not telling me the truth. You're telling me this.
Adedoyin,
Supervise. I'm just gonna hold on because
you don't know what you're saying, bro. So you cannot even say it affirmatively.
Bolly B, just mute, please. Mute. I think she has.
The lawyer must continue. Listen, can you guys be sent for once?
Mute now.
Listen.
You're saying this thing. Wait,
can you be sent for once? Listen. The lawyer must continue.
You are saying this thing categorically as if you know what you're saying. You don't even know what you're saying. No, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. You're saying it affirmatively, like saying that.
You go and look for affirmative.
So now you're not saying
the lawyer must continue.
Whatever you're saying is actually bullshit, bro.
Okay.
Whatever you're saying is bullshit.
Okay.
Because you cannot affirm the fact. You're asking me what the meaning of affirmatively. I say you be lawyer.
Okay, so now, hello, can you just say and let people speak?
So now TikTok, you do your own lawyer thing, Abi. So you cannot tell me what affirmatively means. You are the lawyer.
Bolly.
Please, allow me to speak. So now, if the lawyer must continue to represent that family, right, there must be a retainer. And that has to be, there must be a retainer to retain him.
And I'm asking you a question. And I'm asking you a question.
To you is that?
No. I'm asking you a question.
Supervise.
Let her finish. Any question you want to ask, please ask me.
Let her finish first, please. Adedoyin, go ahead, please.
Oh, thank you, Supervise. So now there is something called new agreement, right? My question is, after Mohbad's death, was there a new agreement between the lawyer and this family? And if that is the case, Mohbad's dad would have been included in this. Okay? Because if you retain a lawyer to represent you, if it's a personal lawyer, if it's a family lawyer, that's a different thing. And if it's a family lawyer, I don't think this man would have even gone this route. Personal lawyers are different from family lawyers, and this guy is not a family lawyer. He represented Mohbad while Mohbad was alive. And after Mohbad's death, everything with him ends, except if there was ever any agreement which is separate. So as per what I know today, and if this lawyer wants to tell me that he actually was Mohbad's lawyer when Mohbad was alive, then we want to see that. We want to see that.
So that you're going to let her be ranting like this. That's what she's saying. She's like, it doesn't even make sense.
Supervise.
Whatever you say, I ask you a question. That is not a question in a supervise now.
I'm not going to go
She never answered my question. She never answered my question.
Any question you want to ask her, ask
any question you want to ask me.
Just ask her. Please mute. Okay, thank you. I think for now, Fearless, your mic is. I think for now, we need to mute. Bolibi, apart from Adedoyin, do you have any other question?
Is it that Adedoyin that I want to talk to? Because it's whatever she has said was the one that actually captivated me.
I'm sorry.
No, because whatever it's actually like, it's glaring that you're actually saying nonsense. Because everything you're saying, you're not even affirming to it. It's not certain. It's not in a non. It doesn't make sense.
If you need listen. I don't listen.
That doesn't make sense.
Imagine me. If you need an affirmation from me, I'm not the one that give you that.
You don't go Google and say affirmation.
Excuse me, please.
Now you don't
if you need an affirmation from me,
you know affirmation right now, right?
Well, I don't think
now you know affirmation right now, right? Now all of a sudden you know affirmation. The meaning of affirmation. Let me tell you something. I don't whenever you are saying right now, you're trying to say that I can ask you a question about your family.
I don't understand these two people. Molly P.
Whatever she's saying, she's talking nonsense. No, she will not respond because she's talking nonsense. She must answer me. She didn't talk like lawyer. She must answer me. I didn't know you must answer me yesterday. But no, she wants though. Because they have found everything when she did talk. She was affirming it. She was affirming everything. Bro. She was affirming everything.
Between me and my
I understand. It's just but fearless.
Maybe you should drop and come back.
Your mic, please.
First of all, you don't know Mohbad, you don't know Wunmi, you don't know their family. You are saying, oh, the lawyer is not the family's lawyer. How do you know? Okay, let me make my submission. Okay, now, yeah, I know, no, now, based on what I did on you. I became bole. Based on what I did on you,
if he escalates too much, we might be forced to drop both of you. I'm sorry. You can come back, but please don't let him. Who dropped Bolly B now?
Oh my God.
Who dropped Bolly B?
I think Bolly B is doing it intentionally.
No, I don't think so.
What's going on again? Now, who is talking again?
For me, I have to say something. I carry everybody. Superviber, good evening. I did doing that saying somebody has confessed. Can you go? Hey, I'm going to submit the evidence now. I did doing with a yellow one to pay. Sorry, I take it back.
Ẹ jẹ́ káwọn ṣe bá ṣe ti ń bá lọ ẹni tó bá ti ṣe bákan àkànjá wọn sílẹ̀ ní kankan calm down.
Kí ni ti wà peaceful látọ̀sọ̀ kí ló wá dé lálẹ́ ẹ̀tọ́?
Ó máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀
àwọn ọmọ wa tí ò yẹ kó bá wa kọ wa.
Ẹ̀yin obìnrin náà lè máa
Don't drop me now.
Bolly B, Baja, ní sùúrù.
Mi ò bájà wá, wọn ò ní láti jà mọ́, àwọn ọlọ́mọ wa ń fẹ́ra. Everybody ń ṣe bí ọmọdé, everybody ń ṣe régédé. Ẹjọ́ máa kàn ń rò ní bí àkọ́tún ní chance ní àkọ́tún fi rojọ́. Kí ni gbogbo ẹjọ́ tá à ń ròyìn kò sí nǹkan tó fẹ́ fi ṣe.
Wọ́n gbé bẹ́ẹ̀ sí best thing
you can àwọn rojọ́ náà ní àwọn gist ni. Ìyẹn sọ̀rọ̀ ju mi sọ̀rọ̀ púpọ̀ ọ̀bọ̀ ó ní points mo kọ́ fẹ́ kọ́ give points ni. So now, yeah, based on online as in ìtẹ̀ wo pé àti àárọ̀ ni mo tẹ̀sí wà lórí platform mi mò ń bọ̀ but mo ṣáà ṣe ń get nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Àwọn ọmọ pé àwọn ní sister Wunmi as in categorically I was the one that drove them, I drove in them fast and furious.
Presidency was not allowed to respond.
No, I never mentioned name. I did not mention name. Did I mention name? I did not mention
allowed to do the same thing.
I did not mention name. Let me just finish. On top of my coins, we like you. That's on my coins, bro. I don't like it.
Let her continue in as much as
talk on my coins. Do not talk on my coins. It's my time right now. Keep quiet and you do yours. Do yours when it's your time. When it's your time, you do yours. When it's your time, you do yours. This is my time right now. Please, no. Oh my God. This is my time. Don't waste my time, guys. Let her do whatever she wants to do. Don't give a fuck. I'm not even listen to whatever you have to say, but I'm going to say whatever I have to say.
Don't mention me.
I never mentioned no name now.
You didn't mention him. My own response to I not mention him, I will explain to that man.
Our fast and furious. I don't even know if it's land the what, it's mainland the what. Which the island you go? Hey, I don't even know whether the island or the mainland. They don't even know island for mainland. And then they drive. I don't understand. Like I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure it out.
People were saying about you guys now. Have you seen?
I don't think anybody has made any comment regarding bias here. Please, let's not spoil it.
Nobody has. Everybody has
presidency.
Please, I know you are not.
Everyone doing this type of attitude before Bolly B came up here. Did you see anyone doing this without dropping that person? And she was doing it for a longer time. You guys keep on doing that. Did you drop Poly B the way you dropped and did you drop and the same way?
Okay, now
You are just being biased.
Question.
You are being biased at this point.
Please.
Hey, just someone say a question me. Hey, Joe, real quick.
Thank you.
I mean, calling me really big because the Supervibes question is for you. Share one bit.
You Simba.
Ṣé tí pé Supervibes wà bias? Ẹ wà bias ẹ̀fẹ̀ dà. Ẹ lè má fi bẹ́ẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ bèrè question lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ báyìí lẹ́sìn wa lẹ́sìn síbẹ̀. Ó dọ̀la nílẹ̀ lẹ́nu. Ó dọ̀la màá sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ó di jọ́ta bá dàbí lókè tó fi nílẹ̀.
Presidency, go ahead, please.
Supervibes, I'm going to be stepping down.
Okay, are you done, Sanade doing?
No, I'm not.
You were saying something.
No, yes,
I'm finished.
Supervibes, let's go stand.
Wait.
Okay.
Oh.
Some people have been here since. John, available.
Okay, so can I have a second because I'm going to step down now.
No.
If you don't, I'm going to step down now, please. I will step down and let you guys have your floor. So now, let me just. All right, let me make this conclusion.
Please, let her talk, please.
Please, let me make this conclusion, okay? Okay, so when Mobad was alive, right? Mobad only had one lawyer that I know so far, and that was Adekunle Fajana. That was Mobad's lawyer. That lawyer was the one that served Naira Marley and others. That was the only lawyer that I know, Adekunle Fajana. That's it. So if you are saying, and it's not in any record that Mobad had any family lawyer, or Mobad even have a personal lawyer. It's not. I'm telling you now, there's no record of that he had. So whoever this lawyer is, I'm not disputing that, and I will put allegedly. But the point is that if you now want to tell me that Mobad retained this lawyer, there must be a retainer for this lawyer. You can't just pick up a lawyer with that. Do you think lawyers are so dumb and stupid? They are backed up with documents. Listen, okay, I'm not gonna, it's okay, you can have 20 lawyers here, it's okay. But what I'm trying to tell you is this, the only lawyer that Mobad had that I know was Adekunle Fajana. And if there's any other lawyer, I have looked for it and I've asked, and I don't know.
I didn't expect that.
I wish, hello, ma'am, I wish you guys the best.
Let her finish, boss.
Hello, listen.
I'm not abusing her. It's according to what you said
Is
now.
it Chopmmi? Yeah.
It's according to what you just said. You said the only lawyer that you know is like, but
the only lawyer
was that?
Hold on.
What year was that?
2022. Fajana represented Mobad. Okay. All right? Okay. So now, let me tell you something. I'm not going to go back and forth and be going back on this and that, on this and that. If you want to tell me that this lawyer, after Mobad's, they chose people from the family. First of all, I will not say that he has really crossed his boundary. He shouldn't have done that, but that's okay. That is between him and the family, to deal with. So I'm going to leave that alone. All right, thank you all. Supervibes, hope you have a great night.
Thank you, Mama. You're welcome, Mama.
Thank you. Don't say good night yet, because we are still going to come back.
No, God so please. I think we took you earlier. Let's just go through. Adura Gbemi, can we have you, please?
Dẹ́nsì ẹ̀ǹlẹ̀ ibi wa mú star tuntun lókè ni ẹ ṣeun mo kàn wá pẹ̀lú síkọ́.
Okay, thank you.
Ẹ ṣá àgbàtẹ lẹ́sà ni wà lọ ẹ̀yìn fún yẹn náà ìṣó ọlọ́wọ́ rẹ̀ bí lẹ́kìn for a bike.
Verity, we are now with you. Maybe you take over from our son. Any comments?
No, not now.
All right, for now. Godson then available. Godson. I think Godson is on the call. Available.
A minute. So, I wanted to show something.
Do you want the big screen?
Yes, please. So I'm talking about something I really want to. I know I don't just talk without making sense. Just for verification purpose. Look at the big screen, please. Okay. So I'm gonna go by this. Let's look at it. The estate of a deceased person is the total collection of all money, property, and personal belongings that the person owned at the time of death, minus any debt or bills they still owe. Furthermore, what is in an estate? Real estate, homes, land, or buildings owned in their name. Financial assets, bank accounts, cash, stocks, and retirement funds. Personal items, cars, jewelry, furniture, clothes, and arts, like artwork, because there are some artworks that are expensive. Then they went for a debt, unpaid mortgage, loan or credit card limited to the person. There is no way that they refer to the person's estate as the family member, as a living thing. These are all material stuff, non-living things in terms of cash, jewelry, whatsoever, anything that has to do with non-living things, items that was acquired in the lifetime of that person. That is the meaning of an estate of a dead person. It does not cover the survivor of that dead person. And what survived the dead person? The family, maybe the spouse, the mother, the father, or whoever that is still living after the death of that person. I'm going to say this. The fact still remains that we cannot ignore the part that Adura Aloba was assigned as a representative of the whole Aloba, according to Pythagoras' submission. And he tried to dodge that question by saying the lawyer was the one that assigned Adura. Now, my question goes, what power does the lawyer have? Even though they said after the death of Mohbad, the lawyer is still fighting for Mohbad. Does that give him the authority to choose who is going to represent Mohbad in the family? He does not have the right to do that. And now, talking about entertainment, I've been forgetting that aside from Adura, we have another family member who knows about entertainment. As a matter of fact, who was Mohbad's PA when he was here with us, which is Darusha. Darusha was Mohbad's PA. He knows more about the entertainment industry than Adura. Darusha name was not there. And Darusha is even older than Mohbad. Why did they choose the junior brother of Mohbad? Was it because he is more exposed than Darosha? Was it because he knows more about entertainment than Darosha? Or was it because he is the closest pal of Wunmi and Loba amongst the family? And irregardless of what the situation is, they said, okay, I'm going to put it this way. Every party, all of the parties that filed any motion whatsoever after the fire of Mohbad, 1 month, the day Mohbad died, 5 months after the death of Mohbad, all of them are all selfish. The music, the other party filed motion after 1 month. They said Baba Mohbad acts of property the day Mohbad died. They said we make out motion after 5 months. All of them are still selfish. But I'm going to say this, regardless of how selfish they are. These DS, according to Pythagoras the other time, he said they were trying to get rid of the case. So Wunmi, Cynthia Aloba, Wunmi, Cynthia Adebanjo, and Adura tried to rescue as a rescuer. First respond rescuer. They wanted to rescue that case. So they had the lawyer call them, hey, let's rescue. These people are trying to take Mohbad's property while the property is sold for while he was here. You guys need to put your name. I need you guys' name so we can rescue these people. So what is the state of emergency? If the lawyer is still calling for a meeting and the family are still saying, the family has the right to tell the lawyer they are not ready for a meeting. Even though the lawyer is...
I'm really sorry to cut short.
What?
Rephrase with me. When I heard when he was making this submission, he said the lawyer made like something substitution because of the fear that the case will be thrown out. Did you hear that part?
Presidency, even if the case will be thrown out, say, even if the case will be thrown out, the lawyer is not in the best position to choose who to represent the family. That's the slap on the head of the family space.
And also, Presidency, don't forget
I'm not done.
We don't have all day here, and Superviber forget to put the time.
I'm not done.
None of us still want to talk.
I am not done. You are taking out of my time.
This is you didn't put the time, so
I'm still going to.
Please, can you just supervise forgot the time?
Yes, he forgot the time. So
okay.
And
you are interrupting me. You are interrupting me. Now, irregardless of whatever the situation is, there is an Olori Ebi in that family. If there is still chaos, we have seen cases like that. When Moshood Abiola died, that is why they used to say this. Abiola. There's a lot of drama after the death of Abiola. No lawyer. You say, okay, because there is chaos, you guys cannot settle what is between you, and there is a state of emergency, I need to rescue a case. I'm going to appoint this person by myself. Am I making sense, President?
You are making a good point of yourself that the lawyer does not have that right to do that.
Yes.
On what right does the lawyer have to do that? You and I cannot know the right the lawyer has. You understand? I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think unless, okay, when you say right, is it moral right or legal right?
Like legal rights. I'm going to say legal rights. There's a lot of family members that survived this disease. This disease still have parents, living parents. There's a chaos in the family, and you need to rescue that case.
Please, I want to ask
what you should have done, what the lawyer should have done.
She has 2 more minutes. She will soon finish. Please, let her finish.
If they can settle whatever the dispute is, the lawyer was supposed to be in the middle, not to take side. And as a matter of fact, Mohbad have a now Adura is an extended family. Darosha is an extended family. Now Darosha is older than Mohbad himself, the deceased himself. They didn't use Darosha. Darosha was the deceased PA. Don't you think the PA will know more better than Adura when it comes to this estate? Satan, devil.
Please continue.
Don't Jesus, I'll call devil.
Please continue because of your time.
Because it's the pain to Mohbad. Adura is a siblings, I understand. But what is good for the police is good for the Ganda. They have Olori Epi. The Olori Epi is not dead yet. But you went ahead to choose one of the siblings of Mohbad. Who gave you that authority? So they now found out that that is the part of the reason why they are here today. When the family found out, it became a chaos. And the lawyer should have avoided all this drama going on now. If he has contacted the family that we needed someone. The Aloba family filed a motion after they found out that they have taken that step. It was after they found out that they have taken that step, that is when the Aloba family filed out their own motion. They were not involved in it. So, I will still insist that the lawyer has no right to do someone on behalf a member of the Aloba family, on behalf of the member, on behalf of the Aloba family. Then you chicken it over who won't take away shape. Thank you.
Please, everybody, can everybody give me 1 second, please? Let me.
I ask my wife.
Okay. Baba said, after Mohbad died, there was supposed to be a family meeting. The lawyer called me. Few hours to the meeting, the lawyer called me back that the meeting had cancelled. So, all right, continue, President.
Please, can next
this was from Baba.
The meeting here, meeting continue.
All right, President.
We are all aware that Baba.
Please give time too.
Okay, we are all aware that Baba brought names of people as administrators, and he didn't even include himself. The only person related to Mohbad that was in that names was Blessed. Those names were submitted to the court, to the probate, and it was all denied. I want to say thank you to Mohbad's lawyer for acting quick and acting fast. Because if those names that Baba put were the ones that they were going to be used to substitute for that case, maybe it would have been thrown out. And what Mohbad started fighting for his rights, he would have lost. I want to say a very big thank you to that lawyer for acting. If Baba sees himself not deemed fit to be an administrator, why should the lawyer add here? Ask yourself that question. If Baba sees himself not deemed fit to handle justice for Mohbad, why should the lawyer put his name? I want to say a very big thank you to that lawyer or lawyers for acting fast, keeping the legacy of Mohbad not to die. Because from what you people have been saying, nobody have said why the orchard want to struck at the case. You are all about who is the retainer, who is the lawyer should have gone, which name. If the lawyer did not act fast, will you be asking who's the lawyer today? Will you be asking? It's like you people even wanted the case to be struck out, that Mohbad's case to be heard. From your arguments, that is what I believe. Please, in all we are doing, it is for Mohbad. It's not for Baba. It's not for anybody. Put him first that he went to court to fight for his own rights. And he died. Should that case be thrown away? If the father wrote administrator and only one of Mohbad's direct sibling was involved, and yet the probate denied it, what do you think is Baba's objective towards Mohbad? You guys should sit down and think and ask yourself reasonable questions. The probate denied because in the hierarchy, those names shouldn't have come out at all. He didn't see himself fit for it.
Why should Famuyiwa's name be there? Why should a uncle and an auntie that Mohbad never knew their name be there? And you are asking why Adura, who was living with Mohbad, his own immediate younger brother, his name should be there? Let's remove hatred and speak to our conscience. Why did Orchard go to court 1 month after the death of Mohbad to strike out the case without answering to Mohbad why his royalties are not paid to him? Let us talk about that. Not whose name is represented. Nobody has been given anything. Those people just put those names to stand so that that case will not die off. How is that a problem for someone that did not think himself fit to be an administrator? But brothers and cousins that don't that Mohbad never knew. Thank you very much.
Since you still have your time, I think I will be asking you one question. What do you think would have been the consequence if that case was thrown out?
It means Mohbad lost the case, and his royalties, he will not get them, or he will just get what they give to him.
So if it was thrown out, we probably will not be talking about royalties.
Definitely. They will just give him what they think is they want to give him, not what he knows is his right to get.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I think Mr. John.
It's my turn to talk. I will address it.